Alright then, let's get started, shall we? So, hopefully today we'll be getting some of the houses over here completed, as well as down this way. But basically, we'll just try to expand. Oh, right, and I did, between the stream, or before I started streaming, I did add in some houses in here. I had to remove some of the footpaths there, but hopefully it's not gonna, or like, remove them and then add them back, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. But there's a few houses over here that they'll build, so at least this town will have a bit more capacity for people. Because currently, they kind of need it, especially if we want to work these facilities from, or with people from here. So it's going to require a fair bit extra workers, which hopefully will be solved by that. But yeah, we currently have 126 adults living with their parents, and that is kind of a problem here. We're getting some gravel down there, I believe. Yes. No, actually, it's the footpaths down here. Alright then. They are working on that one. One worker. Traveling gravel. Alright then. Okay, what about... How's this... Actually, let's have a look at the situation of this town. Okay, so we've got 50 adults living with their parents. Got a decent bit of... Okay, so we can't actually see how many people have escaped from here, but that's alright. At least we got the asphalt and concrete productions in here, so that should be alright. And for the asphalt, we are using domestic bitumen, so we shouldn't be running out of that one anytime soon. Actually, how many people do we have at the refinery right now? That is 14 of them right now. Currently the bitumen truck is there. Fuel truck is not yet there. It's probably going to be there in a little bit. I'm guessing that one is full. What about the gas station down here? Yep, that is full. And we don't actually have another gas station yet to worry about. Although we probably want to make one here. Oh, right, yeah, I never got around to setting up the electricity down here. That is going to be a problem. Well, not really a problem, but I suppose we could just pull in electricity from there and use import electricity for the time being. Eventually, we do want to set up some proper power production. Which reminds me, I still didn't download any of the extra power plant mods other than the wind turbines and the solar plant. We'll have to think about that at some point. Probably I'll remember after this stream. So that's gonna at least allow us to do a few different ways to get power. Right, so we completed that footpath there, so most of the footpath network over here has been completed. We just need some workers down here, which is the problem, and we do have 2 microbuses bringing in some workers. Actually, that's taking 2 away. We have no one in there right now, so that's gonna be running empty, which is a bit less than ideal. Okay, so technically if we were to build a footpath down here, connect to that one for example, maybe set up another clinic down here, which would kind of serve this side of the town a bit more. Or, I don't think we have a lot of good options for clinics right now, so that might be one of the better ones. Or just trust that this clinic can more or less treat everyone right now and start moving some of the people away. That might be a possibility. But for that, we need to get people in here to start actually doing the construction work. That doesn't seem to be going right now. Because they are working on the footpath there. I suppose if we don't add any new things for these, or this particular construction office, we should be okay. Because that's going to be almost completed. Oh, it's going to be completed in a few more seconds. Then they're going to start working on the buildings in here. Right, in the meanwhile, let's have a look at the other side of things real quick. So we're still working on the road down this way. And we have completed that long stretch of road there. There's still the one down this way. Haven't brought any gravel down there yet. You are bringing gravel for that road. Okay, where's the excavator? Oh, it's heading back out again. Haven't completed that one either. That is taking coal out $151. That's actually a bit more than I expected. And they are working on the houses here. Good. It's going to provide a little bit more population capacity in here. Just so that there's going to be a bit more workers that can then go to the bus stop there and be transported down this way. We've got 9 tons of wood here so far, the brickworks. Oh, but it doesn't have power. Right, that's a problem. We don't have a lot of money either. Oh, that's not been... Oh, right, yeah, never actually got around to get these. I suppose I could build up that one. And that one. Unfortunately. Well, we're gonna get the gravel in here. We can maybe build it for a tiny bit, then we could probably start buying the steel warehouse down here. Speaking of warehouse, we need to get more boards by the looks of it. Buy another 18 and 24 tons boards and bricks, just to, you know, be able to keep on constructing. How's that? It needs a bit more boards, but it will be completed soon, and it's going to be right at the center of things, so you should be able to get a lot of a lot of people should be moving there rather quickly. Now, where is the... Okay, that is taking board. It's probably bringing it here. Yep, it is indeed. We'll get this house completed soon, and that's going to give room for 10 more workers. Right, so that is slowly being worked on. It's currently lacking a bit of gravel, though. Oh, new harvester. Using the renewables. Okay. I think that's actually the harvester type that we used in the previous Republic quite extensively. Oh, yep. Already 3 of them there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yep, it's full. Well, at least it's a bit less on the adult living with their parents now. Although not much less. Right, did we upgrade? We did upgrade that road. Because we... well, we are working on so many roads right now that maybe just let it be for the time being. Got one road over there, then we've got plenty of roads down here and here that we need to work on, plus the footpaths, so yeah, we won't be doing much, I reckon. Now, we can fit quite a few houses in here. If we could get the boards and bricks production going, how much would it cost to get this? Oh, wait. Oh, right, we don't have the power in there. We need to set some sort of way to get the power up there. I mean, we do have the wind turbines down here, of course, but not quite what we need. Although one thing that we could probably set down here is a small bus platform. You down here, for example, and get some gravel roads down there, and maybe down there, so people can actually walk around there. To get to work, I mean, assuming that we bring in people with a bus stop or to the bus platform there, they should be able to reach all of these. I'm not entirely sure about the... Oh, well, actually, yeah, we can make that work. I'm just going to build the gravel footpath. It's going to take a bit of extra work, but I think it'll be fine. Connection there. That they can just go around there, so that should be okay. Working on that. Now, our gravel production, in all fairness, is rather slow. Running out of quarried stone there, so this should be leaving rather soon. There we go, and now these are the quarried stone rocks there. At least they can keep on working, but yeah, there's not a lot of people working in there, but we did get this one. They haven't been able to visit church, but that is to be expected. How much do we have? Should have enough boards for this one at least, and bricks probably as well. Ooh, hold on a minute. I didn't want to get there. This bus type is available. That is actually something that we used quite a bit in the previous one as well. Now we got the Still $650 per truck at least from the oil export, so it's something, but that price has gone down quite significantly. But considering that it's one of the few exports that we have on this side of the map, it kind of does limit the usefulness of it. Right, I actually wonder, we do not have the excavator available here? We could certainly buy another one, but I don't think we need to. Do we have a lot of no, we don't have a lot of people there. The microbus is probably bringing in people either here, or actually it might not be even moving. No, it's not moving right now. Never mind. Never mind. And we do have technically 10,000 extra to use in dollars, so we could potentially build up something in here. Like the wood cutting post would actually be doable. Although we do have wood cutting over here, so we can utilize this to bring in the materials down there and to the sawmill. How much would this be? 37,000. Ooh. And no one would be within reach or walking distance. Okay, so we'd have to bring in workers down there. I mean, let's say we were to build these roads here. How much would this platform cost? 7,000. So with the 10,000 we could probably build these 3. But I'm not sure if we can build much beyond that. Right, so we are getting a decent bit of wood over here at least. But the power is the problem, so... I wonder... Pretty sure that this cannot work without power. If we build these, then we can technically at least bring in people to work over there to get some power, but it's probably not going to be enough, in all fairness. I mean, technically for that, we could just have a car going around and dropping people there, but not entirely sure. And then have like a microbus bring people for the brickworks, but at the same time I'm pretty sure that while we are building the houses in here, there's not going to be workers going to the bus stop is the problem. And it's currently empty at least. We've got one house over there which is going to require a lot of boards. Maybe half a ton of boards, and we got... Okay, so we might have to buy a little bit extra. Let's say something like that and a bit more bricks. 1,200 total, but I think we can afford that. We got 750,000 in rubles, so that's pretty good, and that road is getting done at least. Let's have a look at the other side here. Okay, so we have started working on this. You got all the resources in there. It's just a matter of bringing in enough workers to actually complete this. And we have started working on that. We don't have all the bricks in there. But we are bringing in 0 workers over there. And what about on this one? 0 workers over there. Okay, well, we have a problem then. But at least we got a little bit of progress done there, so we can eventually move out people there. But we don't have all the services there yet, and I don't want to move people in there until we have the services. So there's going to be a bit of a delay on that. Population is still rather stagnant. Mostly because of the lack of actual room for the people. Right, we do have that. We got... Dumpers are currently not busy. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, there's a worker over there. Is there actually... There's that path. Got plenty of food there. And here. So food is not going to be an issue. Meat, on the other hand, well, I'm just thinking about, should I upgrade that road there? I'm not entirely sure if I'd be able to do an excavator there. That's probably a no. The harvest has started. So 18 tons of crops there, and then these have not been harvested yet. And of course, on the other side of the town, we have some smaller fields as well. Dropping some boards there. Still need some bricks, though. Quite a bit of bricks in most of these places, in fact. Have a look, how is the brickworks doing? Slowly filling up there. Okay, so we got only one worker in there. Well, that would explain why it's not working particularly quickly. Also why there's not a massive amount of workers. Well, there's few workers over here. If they would be transported all the way down here, then that'd be nice. We do have another worker in here, but I believe one of those was running empty. And they probably won't be able to get here in time. Although getting 7 workers from here would be brilliant. But it looks like the timing is just the opposite. The workers that were there have now gone off. Have their free time or something. And in the meanwhile, there's one over there now. The microbus is just behind the corner. So we might at least get one person to work on the house there again. And the other one is running empty once more. Right, so we still got the $210,000 and 258,000 rubles. How's the harvest here? We still got... Okay, so we've done most of this. Let's actually have a look at the resource situation. Okay, so we've got a little bit crops down here still, but most of them have been transported down this way. And they'll be used over there and over there. We've got quite a bit over there, which is not full. It's halfway full, but it's not full. Harvesting over there, we've got a little bit over there as well. Let's have a quick look at the situation on this side. There's about 30 tons of crops there. We've got plenty over there. We've got some over there. We've got a little bit on the houses, all the buildings over there. Alright then. Oh, and speaking of buildings. Oh, there's still a little bit more there. Okay. And there. You know what? I'm going to invest in another open hole truck over here. Right, that should help constructing the houses at least, because the one truck going around is just not quick enough by the looks of it. Yeah, if we can get a little bit more housing there, then that's going to free up some people to work at the bus stop. Also, no one's working... Oh, now someone's working at the turbine at least. No one's working there. Right, so there's no connections available from there, is there? No, I don't think there are. What I'm thinking here is I could potentially... Hold on, so that has one connection down this way, which is probably for a potential... Actually, let's have a look. Medium voltage or the medium switch. If we were to build one here, could we potentially connect through there? Potentially, yes. How close can we get is the problem, or question rather. I'll put it down there. We'll use the wooden wires for the time being. Oh, come on. That's ugly. Okay, we can get rid of those and just get one at the center there. One there. There we go. That's a little bit cheaper. But we can probably... I'm actually going to use the dollars to build that immediately. And we could probably build this one immediately as well. And maybe that one. Right, so what did we have? We had a new train, I believe, or was it last chance to buy? I didn't pay attention. What are the other? Not something that particularly important for us right now. Now, another thing that I could do is I could set up a small switch down here. Or heck, it could even be one of the modded ones for the... where is our transformer? Medium 4. Oh, right, yeah, I was trying to place it here, but... There's water in there now, and do we have the excavator available? Nope, we do not, so we can't really do much about that. Okay, well that makes life a little bit harder. There's that and that. Okay, so we'll probably just have to go with the vanilla one. So what I'm thinking here is I'll... Actually, can I place it down here? Well, still need to do a bit of flattening there. Technically over here might not be the worst place. Okay, so I'm going to do it there. I'm going to have to cancel the wiring over here a little bit. Probably even that one. Get the switch down here. I'm going to have to build that immediately, but I'm going to get some power down that way. And that way. Build those. Build this. There we go. So now I can drag the power line around the lake here to connect to that one, and then this one can be connecting down here somewhere. Use the median switch, or you could maybe even use a transformer because it has a lot more connections. Well, let's say we build a transformer down here. Okay, so if we don't put the road in there, it works just fine. Or we don't need to flatten anything. So let's say we then drag in the power line from here. Question is, how well can we traverse this terrain here? Doesn't seem to be too bad. So let's say we build that. And then from here, we'll drag the power line. Again, these are just very small power lines, so they're not good for like long-term use or anything like that. Well, long-term use, yes, but not high-voltage use, of course. Not to power entire cities or anything like that. Till the end of time. But I just want to be able to connect down this way. That's actually a bit expensive. Not working on that nonetheless. So we'll at least have some sort of network down here. We can connect it here so we can keep... Oh, right, but from there we still need to build this one. And there's another thing that we need to do, and that... Let's go back to the... We need a substation down here somewhere. Honestly, I think I'll place it down there. Then I'll use the wire from here. Now I'm trying to figure out correct spacing here so that we do not cause too much obstruction for the buildings. So let's say we get working on those. Then we can get the substation over there. Even though we don't have the power plants here, we can then still keep these running, assuming that we have power on this side, which hopefully we'll do. Although I'm not entirely sure that we will, but... Right, so it's already end of August. We got 760,000 rubles. We got still about $200,000. Let's have a look at how the construction work on this side is doing. Still working on the first house. About halfway done on the construction portion, though. It's like one person at a time there, so it's not... Oh, wait a minute. They managed to get the bus platform. Well, I'll be. That means... Okay, so you are actually taking a lot of people from here now. Good. But we could technically start utilizing this soon enough. But, yeah, I wanted to have... The kindergarten in here is cool. I don't necessarily need to have it right now, but I'd rather have it sooner rather than later here. Somewhere, and then... A grocery store. We can utilize the... Oh, first we'll start with a grocery store. We'll probably get a store for clothing and such later in here. Only 149 workdays worth of stuff there. And that one's full, more or less. That one's mostly full. There's quite a few workers at the chicken farm at least. Okay, so the heating plant is working just fine. Oh, that reminds me, we'll probably need one of those over here, don't we? Yeah, will do. Okay, so we've got all the resources for the kindergarten at least. That one. Ooh, there's 6 workers over there, so that's actually going to go down much faster right now. So let's have a look at the other side once more. They've gotten a little bit more of the road completed, at least. And they haven't started working on that. I mean, they're bringing the resources, of course, but they haven't actually started working on that yet. Where's the excavator, anyway? Not here. Not refueling. They're heading back down this way. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Alright then. Got the road maintenance over there. Okay, so far, if we have a look at this year's stats, we've done a lot of profit in rubles, not so much in dollars, but we have been spending a lot of money buying stuff like steel and, well, bricks, fuel, clothing and electronics, and quite a bit of crops as well. Oh, and it is indeed autumn time now, so September. Let's have a look. There's still a fair bit of harvest to do there. Oh, 48 work days, it's almost completed. Now, we won't be moving people directly here yet, but eventually. Right, so from here, where can we reach? We can reach the shop, we can reach the clinic, the tiny university, we can reach the House of Culture, we can reach some sports, at least in 2 places. There's a few workplaces. There's actually 2 of the tiny universities we can reach from here. Unfortunately, not the 3rd one. That's alright. But the tiny university capacities are rather small. In all fairness. I mean, there's not a lot of people there waiting right now, actually. Of the people that have education, about half of them have university education. Fair enough, I suppose. So how's the situation here? There we go, another 6 workers. That might be just enough to... And the other one's still running empty, of course it is. Might be enough to get this completed now. So we can then start working on the next one. Or maybe the kindergarten. Okay, yeah, that is completed. Now, of course, there is no power supply here, so we can't actually move anyone in here yet. Now, one thing that I suppose I could do... Okay, yeah, we do have a little bit of workers there. I'm going to buy a bus already over here. Probably buy this one. It's a small, it has a decent speed. But it will be good enough for our need for the time being. I mean, eventually it will just go between the town over here to the other town down here in the south. Okay, we still don't have names for these, so this is probably called Inkersta. And then the other one is called Chomusek. Right then, how's the road down here? It's missing 2 truckloads of gravel. Alright then. Not too bad, I suppose. And have we done any work on here? Not in particular. Haven't even gotten gravel down there. Actually, I should probably increase the range of this to be 3 kilometers, so now at least everything should be within the reach of this. Although you got quite a bit of things that you are working on, I suppose. What the hell is this road? Oh, right. Oh, wait, what? Oh. There we go, so that's completed. Quite a bit in here that they need to work on. But did we got the old school over there. Kindergarten, did we get that's the fire station. Grocery store. Football field. There's some houses over here. I did say that I wanted to have a small university down here. But that will probably have to wait a little bit. Now, how's the situation over here for the road. So we've done one footpath at least. Working on another one here, actually fairly quickly. So, oh yeah, that's a full microbus worth of workers there. So there's actually, yeah, there's a fair bit of people waiting there. Oh, that means that we completed the houses. We indeed completed the houses, and of course all of them are full. That one? No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Yeah. All of them are full. We've got 112 adults living in the parents, but if we have a look at this year's total, well, you can kind of see where we built more housing. A few places a bit more than others. Right, but they're not working on any houses there, so if we have a look at the works signed, there's the sawmill, woodcutting post, construction office. That reminds me. This... oh right, we don't have the concrete or the gravel. We don't have a lot of other things either, but... honestly, I think... best thing for us to do now is... get the power lines completed, so that will actually cost quite a bit of money. That is now all the way linked up here, so we do have power on this side. Now we do need to get first of all this one completed. It's another 8,000, so we are going to go below 200,000 right now. But this will allow us to start producing some what's it called, bricks here, which I know that we will need. So we have power here. Now what we'll do is we'll buy another microbus, probably for the time being. What you'll do is you'll go over there and you'll unload them over there. I suppose we can actually increase the max workers here to 7 now. And, are you... well, I suppose if we run out of bricks there, we can then set up that as the source for bricks. We can start at least building up the stockpile there. So you are taking 3 workers, alright then. How is the... because they started bringing gravel there. They're about to complete this. There we go. But yeah, now we'll need to wait a while to get the money back, quite frankly. And once we do get this area a bit more built up, we can then start getting up a small refinery here to produce a little bit of fuel, and we can start exporting the fuel and bitumen instead of oil, which will of course pay much better. Right, so how are the houses here? We got one house completed, we don't have the power supply or anything like that here. Right, actually, let me get another gas station right here. And then what I think I'll do is I'll get a transformer down a little bit distant, so we'll get somewhere around there a transformer. And then we'll get a high voltage wire. We don't need to be too big of a voltage, quite frankly. Connect that down there. Insta-build that. And probably build this one instantly as well. We've got a decent cash reserve available. That one. Right, so we don't have the power over there, but we can start importing a tiny bit of power. So we do now that have the power, we just need to set up some substations in here. What we'll probably do is we will... actually, what I'm going to do... I'm going to set you as one of those. That'll bring me to the correct area at least. And let me actually have one substation somewhere around there, and we're going to have another one down here at a bit further down south. Maybe even all the way here. We're going to get a connection through here. It's reasonable. And then we can have another connection that is parallel to that. Hopefully, although... Oh, hopefully. Okay, yeah, it is parallel. We do not want to connect to the same place. Go through here. Go to there. Now, the next question is how the hell are we going to reach there? I suppose if we go through there... Nope. There we go. And then... through there. We'll leave a little bit of a room down here, as narrow as possible. Go through there and then connect to that one. Use some cash. Now we do need to connect this one. That shouldn't be too hard. And that one... let's see, so we will have the power in here. It's going to be imported power for the time being, but eventually we can then bring in power from elsewhere. Just not right now. Alright then, so let's have a look at the things down this way. And we have started producing bricks quite a bit actually. Running a bit low on wood in fact. Not from here though. Well, I mean there's plenty in the forest, but it just needs to be transported. Right, so you are missing wood. I actually wonder... now I'm pretty sure that this is not possible, but... can we place a bus into a... depot? I don't think we can. But that is empty and we can't, so no. That would be handy. Having buses take people whenever there's a lack of people in one place or another, but unfortunately not. I don't think the system is quite that smart to track the amount of workers in there. Right, well I suppose I'll build up this one real quick. Have the power. Probably build up this one as well. Get the road completed at some point. Right, so now that we have the power, we'll get the fuel over here or gas station down there. Probably make a footpath connection down this way. We'll start building on that already and then go for the modded shops. We'll start with a grocery store. Just a simple one, not quite that simple though. Small grocery store will do. Yeah, a little bit distance there. And rotate a tiny bit. That should be alright. Now we could technically have a warehouse over there, so I'll leave that area empty. We'll build up this here and... we will break that into two unfortunately, but it's for the best. Connect to there. Yeah, I'll start working on that. So once we have the grocery here, we do still need a school of some sort. Probably put it down there. So let's have a look. A school. What is the smallest amount of workers other than that one? So let's say at least 10 workers. Well, it seems to be 10 workers on this one. We'll place it fairly close to the footpath here. Have a little bit of a room there so we can have a connection there. And over here. Lukash, thanks for the follow. Right, so we can probably go around there. Connect this one here. Now the question is, where are we going to have the road down this way? I suppose we could put it up maybe around there. And then we can build up the footpath down to the middle of that. Connect over there. Start working on those. It's going to take a long while to be fair, but we'll get it done eventually. Right, so now that we've got the power in here, we might want to set up the bus to be transporting people back and forth. And over here, we might want to actually set up the... I suppose they might want to take or be passengers as well. No, not right now. I'll just set up the bus to go around though. And then we'll have to move in a little bit people there, but that shouldn't really be a problem. So you'll go down there. And unload them down there. And on this side, we'll be picking up everything. Right, so we don't have the kindergarten yet, so that would complicate things a little bit, but I suppose they can work in there. Right, and we might want to start working on the road as well. There we go. So, let's take up this one. And move out some people down that way. Okay, so that building is full. This should be filling up quite nicely soon enough. Or to a certain degree anyway. So they are now constructing a lot of the houses here. Not over there, unfortunately, but... so that they'll get... ooh, there's a lot of passengers and workers waiting there. I see. Maybe we don't need workers over there, just the passengers and students. While the other bus will bring in workers here if they... or might bring in workers here, let's put it that way. It is actually bringing a worker here. It's going to take a lot of passengers and students out. Alright, we do not have any sports facilities here yet. Right, let's fix that. A sports playground, we'll probably just... basketball, I'm not entirely sure if that's the best. In terms of capacity, to be fair. Can we rotate that? No, not really. We'll just get a football field then. That's always a good one. Right, so we'll do there. I'll probably use a little bit of cash to get this one completed. No one's going to work there, and then someone's trying to visit there, but no one's working there. Right. We'll have 2 workers over there, but see if they go anywhere or not. That is currently empty. I'm pretty sure that there's problems with no spirituality, no pub, no culture, no meat. Yeah, we need to get the grocery store up soon. Got a lot of passengers. Where's the bus? It did take people away, but at least some of them probably got down this way and got the food and or meat and at least clothing and electronics. That's not as crucial as food, so you kind of want to have groceries all around. But the food, not food, clothing and electronics you don't need to have at every small town. But there's everyone still waiting for that. The happiness is a bit low. Temperature is... oh, right. That's something that we need to fix immediately. When I say immediately, I really mean it. Okay, so heating plant. Oh, right, that's the extra small. We'll get a small one, I think. Probably place it down this way. Making sure that everyone... how far can you reach? 200 meters? Okay, so over here is just going to be fine. You're right about there. Continue that road and you can build that one. Footpath we can probably continue a little bit down that way. Okay, so we can connect to that, but I'll let them construct the actual road first. Build you up this way. One thing that I might be able to do is I might be able to set up a small house. One of these here. Possibly. We may need to get rid of the footpath, but oh no. We can fit it in there. Put that in there and then connect these. There we go. But there's going to be some people that are living right next to the heating plant, and that should be able to provide... oh, actually, we probably need to build up this one right away. And over here, we will automatically purchase the coal right now. And I think we need to have a connection all the way there, one way or another, so we'll just use the footpath for the time being. Okay, so there's someone trying to work here. We should be getting the gravel, concrete and asphalt down there in due time. Right, so now it's just a question of, will anyone work in here? I certainly hope they do, but if they don't, we are in a trouble. Another thing that we will need in this town soon is a separate clinic or hospital. Okay, there's someone working at the heating plant now. That should increase the temperatures quite a bit. So they can have up to 6 people working here. This is going to be a bit of a bigger town than the previous one. Or the one to the north of this particular place. So down this way, but over here, let's have a look at what how's going, or how's life over this side. So we've got quite a bit of bricks there. Haven't gotten a lot of boards down that way, unfortunately. Do we actually, we got 2 vehicles over here already, so we are bringing in a lot of board. Oh, actually running a bit low on wood there. I'm bringing more, but I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to run through. I mean, we can always buy more wood. We have the auto purchase on already there. But they have started working on this. Just don't have all the gravel required. Road down this way, so they started working on that and this one technically. That is going to be completed soon. Then they can start working on the bus stop, at least in theory. We'll see if they can actually do anything about that or not. Right, let's jump down here again. Have a look. Is there anyone? There's a few workers at the bus stop there. I'm guessing there's a lot of people waiting at the... Well, there's at least some passengers. Unable to enjoy culture. Yeah, there's still a lot of problems in here. We really need to get this one up. At the same time, we also need to get some of these houses up. Okay, if we can get the kindergarten up, that is actually going to solve some problems. Not all of them, mind you, but some. And the temperatures are dropping again. Quite dramatically. There's someone going to work with that at least. And it's slowly ticking up again there. Alright then. Do we actually have... No, we don't have parents... Oh, adults living. The parents, we got some kids in there. Oh, actually, are you... No, you're not bringing anyone, but who are you picking out? Some worker? Actually, no, you shouldn't be picking up workers there. Why are there workers there? There shouldn't be. Oh well. Maybe they're just very patient. That's working. We got the stuff for the groundworks here. And we can get the bricks and boards and concrete. We might still have the steel to build up the grocery store, but you know what? We got the money, I'm just gonna do that. And auto purchase at least... Well, we'll just auto purchase both of them right now. There's not that big a population in this region yet. Quickly build that as well, so they can get to the shop. Now, someone just needs to work in there. I'm going to actually lower the max amount of workers to 3 for the time being. Over here we can probably lower it down to 4. Not have too many workers in there. Because we don't have that big a population in this town yet. Okay, there's some people at least working, so we can get the food in here. That's going to solve a lot of issues. Well, some of the issues anyway. Right, so we got some people working on that. Not sure if 2 is going to be enough to actually complete that, even with the crane. Are currently running empty. You dropped in people over there. Okay, that's good. In the meanwhile, have we gotten around to start construction any of these? No, not really. Another question is, do we have... We still got bricks there. Okay. We haven't really started working on any of the houses in there, so that is giving them... Oh, actually. I thought that these should be automatically being built. I mean, it could be that it's just... There's so many things that they are trying to work on, which is likely the reason. Okay, yeah, they got quite a few things. Okay, one of the footpaths. How's the stuff over here? They have completed those. They have not completed the bus platform yet. We're going to suspend the construction of that for the time being. Because we don't necessarily need it right now. We do need some wood in here though. For that we may need to buy another truck, quite frankly, here. Just to keep bringing in the wood, because it seems to be taking some time there. And most of it is going directly into the heating plant. Hello, Average. No, I do not play Magic the Gathering. I do have some friends that play it, but I don't. There we go. Another bit of road completed. So, ooh, we've lost another person in here. That's not good. Temperatures are okay though, so that's fine. Shop is doing okay there. Or because currency, so decides to dump all your cards into file and sell them for fun. Fair enough. I mean, back in the day I did have some Pokemon cards. But that was like close to 20 years now, I reckon. I mean, technically I still own the cards, I just don't have them with me. Yeah, we still have some workers over here for some reason. Not entirely sure what they're trying to do there, but oh well. The heating plant is working okay for the most part. And people can... oh. Right, the staff member just bailed out. Okay, so there's a house on fire here. Luckily the fire station is close by. We've got plenty of bricks over there. Are we still... we've got plenty of bricks there. Okay. Fire extinguished. Good. Right, so we may need to start... actually, I think we might be able to fit in another house here, although that might be too far away from the bus stop here. No, not necessarily, but I'm not entirely sure if we can actually fit it in there because of the road. If we got rid of the road, then yes, but... on the other hand, we are... oh, actually, is this... that is full again, okay. And if we have a look at the... we've got 43 adults living with their parents. Alright then. That is full... that is full. Yeah, we never actually placed down the extra clinic here. Let's have a look. We got the small clinic. Another small clinic which has a maximum amount of workers of 5. I think this will be okay-ish. We'll build up that there. Gonna get a quick and dirty connection down that way, and from here actually get a double connection, so we'll get one there and one here. And that way we can probably connect it. Nah, that's too close. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, we'll at least have a connection down this way so people can visit here. Am I drinking water or tea? Right now I'm drinking tea. Not tea, water, sorry. I was drinking tea earlier. But that was before I started the stream. Okay, so we still have, for some reason, workers over there, but that is not actually bringing up workers, it's taking away workers. Okay. Right, and that is empty, but the temperature isn't too bad here. Quite yet, at least. Oh, right, we're bringing all the resources required for the gas station. Good. Now, another thing that I should probably do we have... hold on, where's the delivery thingy? Are you the one that is delivering food to the store? No. You have a covered hole. Yes, but you are... Oh, right, you're exporting. Okay, well, you know what? I can put that as a target for you still. So... Unload food. Sounds good. Just so that we can get a little bit extra here. There's no one selling stuff there right now. The temperature is still okay-ish. Without the clinic here, though, we may have some problems throughout the winter, but we'll see. We did get the kindergarten at least. We can probably lower the amount of workers down there to like 5 or something like that. That'll be just fine. We don't have culture, tavern. They haven't been able to go to buy electronics or anything like that. We might have to get another bus, quite frankly, to go between the towns at some point. We are working on the house here. The old school... Ah, right, we haven't actually started working on that because there's no actual connection built up for it yet. That would make sense. Oh, we're about to reach 2,000 in total population. At least we're very close to it. I'm guessing the electricity situation over here should be okay. Well, it's not complaining about lack of electricity, at least. It's mostly complaining about lack of wood, actually. So how about we buy another open hole truck there? Let's keep on bringing more wood in here. Because this is a lot. And then... Yeah, I mean, I suppose if we were to get the wood cutting posts up and running down here, that might make life a little bit easier. I suppose actually, since there's no one in there, I'm just going to send you back to there and go back to transporting people to the brickworks once we either run out of bricks here or we get some wood in there. That there's actually something to work on. Or probably both, actually. Right, so we have started bringing the gravel there, but we can't do anything else on this, so I'm just going to quickly build that. We can start getting some work done on the footpaths and such here. We haven't done any of the entrances to the houses there, which is a bit unfortunate. We have a football field there, so that's the kindergarten. Building is on fire. Another house over there. Well, that's right next to the fire station. So that should be dealt rather quickly. At least I would hope so. There we go. So how is this? Still 150 work days away. It's gonna take a while, but luckily the people are living fairly close. The population seems to be rather stable right now. Although the happiness isn't particularly good. We still got the sports enjoyment going for them. Plenty of passengers waiting over there. We are bringing in some food to the grocery store here. I'm not entirely sure how long it's gonna last, but we'll see. Let's have a look. How quickly is it going to start going down? Not particularly quickly by the looks of it. Well, that's good. Oh, and now no one's selling anything there. Alright then. We need more people at the heating plant, quite frankly, but we are starting to have so many things that the people are working on that it is causing its own problems here. Alright then. Actually, did we... Oh, we have started working on that road now. I mean, I knew that we had started bringing gravel there, but I wasn't aware that we had actually taken the excavator down that way. And we've got 2 open holes here that are not busy because there's nothing that they can honestly work on right now. You are bringing people to the unfinished road. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing. Right, so we are presumably... No, we've got plenty of crops down here still. Although we may have lost some crops in the fields once again. Although that is empty right now. How much do we have here still? Oh, that's empty as well. Okay. We did complete that road. Not that we really need it right now, but we have completed it. So let's have a look. How many things are we working from the office here? Quite a few. Because some of those are the wires and such, which we won't be doing right now. Because the wind turbines and the wires are right next to each other. The open storage, which we are lacking resources for. Sawmill, woodcutting post. I mean, a lot of these require concrete and other stuff like that, which we don't honestly have access in this side. So that certainly makes a bit of a difference in there. Right, so you are bringing in a worker. Seems to have gone to work on this one. You know what, let me actually suspend the construction of most of these. Got the resources in there, we just need to get some of the houses completed, so we'll focus on wherever the terrain is right now. Hopefully with that we'll get the house completed soon enough. Temperature is again a bit low, but every now and then someone goes to work there and seems to be fixing the issue. We've got a decent bit of food in here. Although I'm pretty sure that we've only had the one truckload of food there so far. Maybe another one has gone there. So that's going back to the office there. Taking stuff to the customs house, alright then. We still got plenty in there, we've got plenty of crops down that way and down this way. Oh right, yeah, we're working on the small clinic here, and actually, other than the steel, we already have everything in here. Well, we will have everything in here, and including steel actually, we do have a little bit extra there. Right, so we just need to get a bit more people in here. I mean, the fact that we only have 40... Well, we got 47 workers here right now. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Did we start working on... No, we haven't started working on that. We haven't gotten any of the footpaths completed around here either. Well, we got a dumper heading this way at least, so we can then technically get that completed. Got 2 workers at the heating plant. The temperatures are pretty good. How's the work on this side? Have we gotten any of these yet? Nope. I don't think we've even started on these. At least not by the looks of it. Right, so we're gonna at least, in theory, get the gravel on these. We can start working on the actual houses here. Now, we won't be moving anyone down here quite yet. It doesn't have the services by any means, but it's at least one step closer. How's the House of Average? Well, it is... Was it this one? Yes. It still has 4 people in there. They seem to be fairly happy. Not necessarily the most healthy people. There's 2 50-year-olds and 2 30-year-olds, and then there's 4 babies and 4 kids. Nice Finnish weather like today. Dark. That's pretty much all I can say. I mean, the sun goes down around 3 PM now. Because we've got quite a bit of wood lying out over there. But yeah, we do have a lot of it. But let's just seed some more. We drive on the correct side of the road, which is right side of the road. We've never been a British colony. Okay, so we have surpassed the 2,000 population, that's good. And we did get the house completed here, so what we can do is we can take one of these, for example, and just transport some people over this way. Yeah, we did have our currency up until Euro was introduced. Nokia phones. That too, but we did have another currency as well. But in all fairness, the old Nokia phones were quite durable. I did like that. Although I wasn't really one of those people who dropped their phone constantly, but... You want to know fun facts? Sure. But yeah, the old Nokia phones, you could use them as a substitute for hammer sometimes. At least the classic 3310. Because they haven't actually started working on that too much, but at least now we have a little bit extra people working in here. One screw it broke someone else's nose. Yeah, that sounds about right. President John Tyler, born 1990, has one living grandson. Fair enough. Okay, so we are building these. Oh, that's actually running. Oh, it could be that the roads are not kept clean enough. That is probably what's happening here. Now, where do we got one... Oh, right, yeah, it doesn't have the range to go that far. It only has one vehicle on the other hand, so going that far is not a good option either. We do have a bigger one here. I'll give you a bit extra range. You're going to buy another vehicle. So let's have a look. Would that reach all the way there? It should. Okay, so that's going to help a little bit. We are at least producing food in here, but we might be running... Well, we still got a lot of the crops there, but that will run out soon enough. I reckon... Do we have a lot of gravel here? We do have a lot of it. So how many things are we working on? I reckon quite a few roads still. Okay. Not gonna bother with that then. Got at least a little bit of money there. We did get a decent bit of bricks there. Oh, we have gotten some wood there now. Good. We've still got plenty in there. We've got a decent amount of wood over here at the heating plant as well. Just looking at the numbers about that. John Tyler, they've been having kids at a very old age. Did we did complete that? Have we started working on that? No, not really, but we could. Okay, so how much? Oh, the oil price has dropped even further, I reckon. Okay, so we really need to start working on getting some other exports here than food and oil, because oil is not paying enough. Well, I mean, it's technically kind of paying enough, but just not in practice. Also, do we have... No, the excavator is not there. We got 2 open hole trucks there. The excavator is still on this particular road. Missing another 63,000 tons of gravel. Not 1,000 tons, just tons. I've been playing too much Aurora lately, and in that the sizes are usually 1,000 tons instead of tons. Okay, let's have a look at the new town over here. Have we gotten any more of the houses? We have gotten another house completed. Right, so there's probably a decent bit of traffic going through the bus platform already. Well, let's start working on another one. At least we've got a decent temperatures down there. We can probably... Oh, right, that's actually a bigger house there. Okay, 60 people in there. Okay, I'll move at least a little bit. Do we still have... Okay, well, this seems to be having plenty of extras in there. Move 40 there right now. The rest can, you know, populate a little bit over there. All slowly. So we are down to 30 adults living with their parents. If we have a look at... Alright, it's already January. Let's have a look at last year's stats then. Oh yeah, it did drop quite dramatically there. Twice near the end. Alright then. Actually have a look at last year's money situation then. So we still broke even in terms of dollars at least. That's good. And then in terms of rubles, we made a nice profit of 60,000, even though we did import a lot of vehicles and all that. I think actually this year, if we don't spend too much rubles, we'll be fine. We'll make probably about 100,000 profit. Oh wow, there's a lot of people working at the house here. Alright, well that's gonna get completed rather soon. Especially with the crane. Right then. So, we need to figure out where to put down a hospital or something here. Or a clinic, rather. So let's have a look. A hospital. But one of these small clinics... right, it doesn't have particularly good path connections necessarily. On that side, anyway. We can't actually flatten the train. We don't have the rain... Ooh. Okay, I guess I'll take this. Actually, let me rotate a little bit. I suppose we can. Connect to that one, then we'll just need to figure out the footpath connections down here. Good connection there. Drag this out here. Go over there. Go over there and over there. That's a good start. Eventually we'll get the clinic in here. It probably won't be enough for the entire town, but it's a good start. Oh, right. They already completed this, and there's someone working, oh, not working, living in there. They have a TV. Oh my. Clearly I'm selling too much electronics here for the people. We've got good food situation at least there. That's alright. Oh, the snow plows are actually not in use right now. Okay. That's interesting. Not that it's a bad thing that they're not constantly using fuel, but I'm just a bit surprised. Right, so since we've got a room over there, let's take a... Actually... citizens... adults living with their parents, a little bit extra there. Over there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this one and transfer some people over to the new town. Not all of them, but a few. But that gives them room to expand over there for the time being. Now, if we have a look at the situation over here, so we do have the bus stop. Of course, we don't have power in this side of the place at all. We'll need to figure out a way to get some decent power in here. I mean, technically, there's a few ways to do it. Of course, always get more wind turbines, but those are not particularly cheap to build. It's just 27 tons of steel for the bigger ones here. It's a bit expensive. Right, so we got that. We do have a little bit of wood there, but it hasn't actually gotten any new shipments lately. We are at least getting some wood from the forest. All the trucks are in the transit right now from there. We got still over 100 tons of wood down here. Temperature seems to be doing alright. That's good. Do we have the... No, we don't have particularly any... Well, in practice, no vehicles over there are good to move or anything. Well, other than the... Oh, hold on a minute. Shouldn't they be... Oh, right, they need to work on the travel portion first. Because there is a microbus heading this way. Do you have workers? We'll see. We're heading to the bus stop. Now, I certainly hope that you do. So we can actually get working on more houses here. But that remains to be seen, I guess. Nope, it's running empty. Lovely. At least we've cleared out some of the road here. That's not all of it. Yeah, that's running empty over there. Still missing another 45 tons, so that's about 10 truckloads, probably 11. Because they usually are not quite full, but fairly close to. Okay, so we started working on that one. Got one worker there, but that's a good start. So we got some workers over there, but they technically shouldn't be here. Is the problem. I mean, I suppose I could display so that there can be workers in there, so we'll take some to the other town. We are taking 5 workers, 16 passengers, and 11 students. Not too bad. You know what? I suppose I could set up so that we can now pick up passengers and, well, not students because there's no schools in there, I reckon, but now there's going to be some passengers that want to go, I don't know, play football over here or something. Maybe they want to visit the grocery. They do have a better shop at their own town, but oh well. Kindergarten has pretty good capacity there. I don't think we need even this high capacity yet. We'll lower that to 4 workers for the time being. Might increase the workers down there a little bit. And I suppose I'll get on working on another house. Which is going to be gathering a lot of workers very quickly, and the crane should be heading here soon. Well, it's already on its way. We have a look. Where are you exactly? Not too far away. That's the chicken farms. And then we got farms. We have a pretty nice lakeside view. Ooh, actually that hill looks pretty cool. It's a pretty rounded hill to be fair, but yeah, it's not too bad. Even though I'm not on full traffic, it does look pretty decent. Well, other than the trees. Because those are on very low detail, I believe. Okay, so now that there's snow on the road, running a bit slow, is there? There's another truck approaching, isn't it? Oh no, that's actually the bus approaching. Now, were you trying to transport someone in here with... Oh yeah, it's just taking too long. Reaches 100,000 machine black ops. Yeah, I had a bit of a similar problem with the previous run that I did in the archipelago, and yeah, as soon as I reached 60,000, it just wasn't quite stable enough. I mean, it kind of works still. So I was at least when streaming, I was dropping frames. It was a bit choppy every now and then. A big portion of that was probably the fact that the ship pathfinding might not be quite at its final form, I should say. Wait, so is that? Oh, yeah, that is actually a bigger one. So this can fit another 60. Right then. That's good. We can actually have a decent population here already. Actually, I wonder. So that's about 50, so that's about 96 on these. And then these three have another 192. So a bit short of 300 workers can live in here already. Okay, so how much workers do we have on the town here? I know that it is a bit... Oh, actually, we don't have enough workers in there to show the stats. But I reckon it's probably like 500 or 600 total in this town. Also, using a lot of small houses in here. So it's a bit hard to calculate that accurately, but oh. So we got, yeah, about 500 workers. Not too bad. Well, that would mean that with these three houses... oh god. Yeah, few more houses and we're gonna have the same population in just much smaller area. On the other hand, in the previous run, we did have like, well, we had about half a dozen towns total, and yeah, the population was somewhere north of 60,000. On the other hand, we were making so much money that we could basically just build anything that we wanted. The last stream that I did on that run, I built up a nuclear plant from scratch with cash. And still I think I had still over 100 million left over from that. So yeah, it wasn't really a challenge anymore. Okay, so we got a decent amount of food there still. I might increase the amount of workers there a little bit. Also, no, they haven't started working on those yet. Do we have... Oh, we actually have a lot of workers waiting there. Some of them back, but... we have so many workers in here. Let's start working on that one. And... let's actually say we... instead build that... I think we should be finding this soon enough, although I'm not entirely convinced, so I'll just quickly assign it there so they can start sending vehicles immediately. Just like get another house in here, and well, it's not necessarily the most ideal location to have your house between the gas station and the heating plant, but oh well. Have we got on any of the... no. Okay. Yeah, that one. And this one. And this one. So we can start bringing in stuff here as well. Just gonna quickly build up this one as well. It's fairly cheap to do these footpaths here, so not really a problem. Oh, construction train available for purchase, of course. Although we have designated some railways, we don't actually have a use for rails quite yet. Okay, so there's a tram available. Okay, yeah, not that's something that we'll be using anytime soon. Right, so this house is going to be completed very soon. And that one's getting a lot of workers as well. Are there some over there? How's this coming along? I'm gonna start bringing the stuff here. Oh, and... oh, they might not be able to bring it. Yeah, we just need to wait for the road to be constructed. On the other hand, we can just speed that thing up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now they're sending stuff here. EE300s are available. I do admit that there's definitely some room for optimization in the game, so that especially bigger population or republics are still viable. We could get a bit of a shortcut there. Sure. Oh, that was actually a bit a small one. Okay. But yeah, we got a decent population capacity in here now. We built up the road down there. Both of these trucks are over here right now. I mean, probably go into different regions. We should be okay. Let's have a look at the situation down here. Have we got on any of the houses yet? We started working on one of them. We'll need some resources in there and a lot more workers, but it's at least started. And how's this? Ooh. There's still 19 more tons of gravel there. We've cut down quite a bit of trees down there. Alright then. We don't have a massive stockpile in there, but at least the heating plant wood stockpile is rather stable there. And we haven't gotten any more wood there, unfortunately. Hey, at least the snow is about to melt out. That's good. You are clearing out that area. Did we did get the roads down here. All right, but because we don't have the asphalt or right. Okay, so we do have 15,000 at least. That's something. Technically about, well, 216,000 technically speaking, but try to keep the reserve of 200,000 if I can. Meanwhile, I would like to reach 800,000 this year in rubles. A lot of passengers and students waiting there. So how's the population is slowly catching up speed again. Where is that going to unload the stuff? Oh, on that road. We did build up that one. Right, so we have got on at least the concrete here. And is that bringing asphalt? No, that's bringing gravel, but still required, so I suppose it's alright. Actually pressing the wrong buttons. Oh. Different kind of panning. Right, how's the... There's still a lot of trees here, that's good. Not that it necessarily does much, in all fairness, other than the fact that we can cut them down. Get resources out of them. Okay, so we still got plenty of oil there. I think the oil price over here at... Well, I mean, we're not actually selling all that much oil. So it has dropped a lot of it, I reckon, but... Yeah, we are exporting... Let's actually have a look at last year's exports in rubles. So oil was 43,000, food was 63, bitumen 85,000, fuel 67. So oil was the smaller ones of those four. Unfortunately, 4 different exports is not a good variety of things yet, but at least it keeps our economy afloat, I suppose, so it's better than nothing. But do we actually... We do have someone working over there. Have someone working over there. Are we still importing the... We are. Probably good, because I'm not entirely sure that our productions could keep up with the demand of so many factories. Well, I say so many, but we got a few factories here at least that do require this. Oh right, we definitely want to get an ambulance here. Have some doctors and stuff over there, and a lot of people can actually reach on foot here, so that's good. So not all of them, but that's alright. You have the other one on this side, so be able to handle it. So no one lives there. We've still got a lot of passengers in here. But at least now that the roads are clear, the bus should be able to transport people rather quickly. And okay, that's running empty again. That house is almost complete. It just needs a little bit more resources. And I hope that we are getting those. Well, there's the bricks. And there's the boards. Okay, so we are about to complete this house. There we go. Oh, right, another thing that we should do, since we got the gas station there. Where's the... Is it this one? Yes. Unload over there. Make sure that there's plenty of gas in here. If we're not buying anything directly, then it's not going to be a problem. Right, we could technically do that at the same time. I'm not sure if we need to. Seems to be quite a bit of unemployed here, aren't there? Maybe we'll visit pub or tavern. We can probably visit the tavern at the neighbouring town though right now. Of course we don't have a church, we don't have a place for culture in here. I mean, we do have the House of Culture here. I wonder what else. They are under cinemas, aren't they? We've got the small theatre. I'm not entirely sure if that's the best that we could afford right now. Okay, so all of these take steel in various degrees. Because this one is a bit larger than I expected. Also, I don't think we have excavator available. Nope. Not close enough. Okay, so can I fit it somewhere around here in a reasonable position? I suppose I could place it down here. Get a gravel road down. Actually, we'll connect to that road. Start working on that, and then connect a footpath down there. We can probably get another one going across there. Get that one going over there. We actually take a little bit there. We can put a bit of a curve there. There we go. I think that's a good start. A bit of culture over here, so it's at least something. Can they actually... They will be able to reach there. Okay, that reminds me. Probably connect this one as well. Dividing that one into two, but that's alright. Right, so we've got a decent amount of trucks moving back and forth here. And... well, I don't think we need to increase the amount of dollars over there. Oh, 2100 population now, good. It's at least a decent growth from what we had before. Of course, the other side of our republic here hasn't grown much yet. Now started working on that. Still need... oh, they got all the resources there at least. I started working on a lot of the footpaths here as well. But eventually we will get to work on these. Just not very quickly. Speaking of which, how many things are we still working... oh wow, we are working on a lot of things. That footpath is almost completed, but that's going to unlock another footpath or two, or three. We've got $218,000. How much would it cost to complete this? 7,000. You know what? I'll do that. Now, another thing that I need to figure out is probably suspend the construction of the open storage right now, and the construction office. Probably even these. Well, I would like to get these. Yeah, I think we just need to blend those. I'm gonna quickly use some dollars to get these power lines completed though, so we don't need to worry about that later, because we are not producing electronic components anytime soon anyway. Right, so sawmill, how much? 37,000, that's a bit expensive. Wood cutting post, also a bit expensive. It's not even connected directly to there, but that's not really the problem. The problem is that the heating plant is just eating up all the wood, quite frankly. I mean, that was to be expected. Well, I'm sure that we'll get that fixed eventually, but... Oh. Oh. The oil price was $48 before, now it's 45. Okay, yeah, then... Hmm. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Now, how's the situation on this side? These are still... one that we haven't started working on. Technically, this one... No, that's been suspended. We can probably suspend this because we don't necessarily need a second pump right now. One is barely enough. Well, yeah. But since it's barely enough, we could get another one, but at the same time the price would just keep plummeting at that point, most likely. Oh, we completed that road. Okay, so we've started getting the gravel over here. Approaching from both sides, by the looks of it. Now the question is, will it actually work? Now we got room for 10 workers down here already, but we don't have any of the services completed, so this town is still going to have to wait for a while, whereas the other town over here is doing a lot better. We've got the heating plant. The clinic, on the other hand, is still a problem, and the health is probably a problem for a lot of the people. You gotta know... Oh, we might want to increase the amount of people working there now. Seems like there's a lot of kids suddenly. Right, so you're picking up a person from... Oh, actually here. Okay, there's actually another one there that might be dying soon. Whoops. Right, where's the excavator? Because I'm pretty sure that it should be heading this way. Well, it's not heading there. It's probably somewhere. Well, it is surely somewhere, I just don't know where exactly, unless it's refueling somewhere over there. Nope. Oh, it is heading out already over here, but which road is it going to? Oh, that one. Okay, that's good. That means that the... Well, actually the fire station should still be able to reach there with the footpaths. Oh, right, we need more bricks and boards. We do need a bit of steel. See, actually, do we have any at the warehouse or not? Or the stockpile? We technically do. I'm going to quickly buy a tiny bit more. Now that does delay us getting to the 800,000 rubles a little bit, but I'm sure that it's going to be fine. How's that? There's no one actually working there, never mind then. Oh, we've gotten 13 tons of fuel in here. Oh, that's good. At least the logistics can then fuel up here if they need to. Do we have bricks approaching? Oh, we've got empty bus approaching, that's for sure. Some gravel or something like that. More gravel. Ambulance. Okay, I think a lot of the vehicles are now going all the way to the south. Pick up people from here. It looks like they seem to have some problems without, you know, being unable to visit any doctors for a while. Something like that. Somehow, it seems to be causing problems. Let's actually have a look at the university options that we have. Which one is the smallest aside from the tiny one? 25, so it's this one. All pretty sizable, to be fair. Could I actually fit it in here somewhere? Not entirely sure. Okay, if I was to place it down here, then yes. I could place it down. It wouldn't be technically a bad place for it, but I don't know. I'm not sure that we can get the road between the power lines there, so you know what, yeah, I'll place it down there. Through there and through there. There we go, and it should be within walking distance of the bus platform. Oh, easily. Another thing that I suppose I could do is residential. We're using these old ones. No, this. Oh, this would technically work. Alright, it just shows kind of what type of thing is going to be. Right. Got one 5-story here. Is this? Yeah, it's going to be even bigger than the ones that we've been using so far. Actually get... no, I don't want to block too much of that. I suppose I could place one there. Just have the footpath connection go through here. And technically, we can even connect through here. Oh no, we can't quite. Oh no, that works. That's already connected. We might connect it on this side as well at some point, but we don't need that quite yet. So I'll start working on those. How's the clinic coming on? Still needs a tiny bit more. You know, I'm just gonna use the $200 to, not dollars, rubles to get that going. We can get our ambulances, and now everyone's gonna be working here. Good. That's gonna lower a little bit of the traffic going back and forth, and at the same time, it's gonna save us a little bit of fuel that way. I mean, it just means that we can then export a bit more fuel, I guess. You are taking some students, passengers, and workers. So we don't have school in here yet. We will have one eventually. Actually, quite a bit of people waiting there. We may need to get another bus, quite frankly, for that. We seem to have a decent bit over there. Okay, so if we have a look at this year total, we actually barely made it in profit, but we have been building a lot, so that would kind of make sense. No patience there, but at the same time, I'd actually rather keep this fully manned for the time being. Okay, so that road continues pretty far that way. Got plenty of fuel or oil there. There's actually some fuel in here. How much can one of these trucks hold? 4.5 tons. Okay, so you're actually collecting the bitumen there. Does make a decent bit of money, if I'm all honest. Oh, and there's the tractor going for refuel. Oh, right, yeah, we don't have a gas station over here, do we? No, because these don't actually require electricity. Although, well, they're technically within reach of that. Yeah, if I was to build a gas station over here, it might actually not fit there because of the water, and secondly, it might be too far away from the power lines. Okay, so at least the ambulances are working at good speed now. So, oh, right, you're refueling first. How much do we actually have? We don't have that big of a consumption of electricity there. But while it is costing us a little bit, it's not too bad yet. Honestly, we might want to start using that as a source for workers at some point. Or we'll just have to get a separate construction office here at some point. Which, honestly, might not be the bad idea. Actually say that we continue this road down here. Get a little bit there, we're going to get a bit of a curve to follow the railway. And then if we go ahead and get a construction office here, we'll probably take a little bit distance to the actual town there, so there's a little room for a few more houses in this region. Then we can connect to that one. It is within power. I mean, technically it doesn't even need to be within power, I think. We could potentially get some storages in here. A cargo station. Oh. Right. That makes sense. But yeah, I haven't actually used that before. I don't even remember when I downloaded that one, quite frankly. Right, so we don't need Train Depot. It was the storage. There you are. Okay, so I'm gonna get a. I think just small open storage will be fine. Probably place it fairly close to the office there. A road for it. And then I suppose we could get a... I don't know, small warehouse that doesn't have a massive room, quite frankly. So there's bigger ruler storage. Actually, yeah, we'll use this. And what I think I will do here is I will actually set up a road cargo station down this way. Ooh. Right, there is no... The one in modded. Did we just... Yeah, we saw this one. Sure, we'll place those there. We can get a road connection. Can we actually... Yeah, we can use that same road. There we go, so we're going to unload over there. We'd even set up a second road down here, just to kind of enclose the construction area in its own region. There we go. We can also use this for non-construction material stuff. The warehouse there. And 2,228 population, that's not too bad. Quite a bit of people waiting there. We haven't started working on the university yet. Nor have we started working on anything new houses. But at least we got the clinic now. That should help a long way. For people without a job, to be fair. Ooh. New vehicles are available. Let's have a look. How is the construction going on in here? Because we have not been paying attention lately. They have started working on the house there. Have started working on that one. We'll need some bricks there, but... Oh, that reminds me. Did we run out of bricks yet? Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, well, you can stop taking the bricks from there. Oh, and since we got that one... We never got the sawmill. I think woodcutting post might be a better option right now, so I'm just going to quickly build that. Put the maximum of workers to 5. Buy a truck. And then assign you go either or go there and there. For start, you won't be bringing a lot of workers, but it's still a little bit. Taking a lot of bricks from there, but that's good. Need to down some trees first, and then are you? Oh, you are a bit busy, aren't you? Okay, you know what? We'll get a separate distribution office here. One of those with we've been using green ones over here. Yep, so one of these. One distribution office. Oh right, there's the power lines over there. Can we fit it anywhere in here? I mean, technically. Actually, even if we place it there, can we connect to the... Not quite there, we could connect over there. Fine by me. Got the construction office there. There's probably going to be a lot of traffic through here at some point, but that's fine. Let's get that one. Actually, I'm going to quickly complete that road, and can I get this one? Yes. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as a load, and put that as unload. Go for 90%. And then what we'll do is we'll quickly buy one open hull truck. We'll go with the B3Ss because we'll be using those throughout the entire game. So assuming that there is someone working here at some point, we'll be able to then bring in the wood down here immediately. There's actually someone working at the brick manufactory at least. Are there any... No, there's no one waiting there. There's a lot of traffic down here. Do we have... Gravel down here? Ah, we do actually. At some point I would like to upgrade more of the footpaths down here, for example. Let's just start over there, that's like an easy way to start going in there. Upgrading that area. Okay, so how are we doing on this side for April? I've still got quite a bit of time for the stream here. No worries about that. We have started working on that one. We've done a little bit of work on there. Started working on groundworks on another house there. That's good. Got a decent bit of bricks. Are actually bringing in workers here. Good. Okay, so we can get that one completed eventually. That's going alright. Okay, we've got plenty of room for people in here. How bad is our... Okay, so we've got 50 adults living with their parents. How many of them live in this town here? 5. Okay, so it's mostly on... You know what? Because we got the people in here, I'm just gonna quickly empty one of these down there. Enjoy your new life. Kind of just draw some of the extra population out. Okay, now it seems... Well, there's still plenty of people moving in. Also, a lot of them have university education. That's good. Okay, I think that's enough for moving people in here. There's 33 people living there. It's down to 26 adults living with their parents. Okay, we got one patient being treated there. I mean, at least the clinic is doing fine right now. The rest of things, not so much, but oh well. Right, so did we get anyone working at the woodcutting post yet? We have gotten a little bit of wood here. That's one truckload. Alright then. And you actually brought in no one. Lovely. Well, at least we got a decent bit of wood there. Waiting so we can turn that into bricks. We did have the connection there. Now, basically what we'll need to do is... Actually, how is the population... We've got quite a bit of workers there. So now that you are taking people up there, there's going to be someone working at the woodcutting post at least, hopefully. And actually the entire road all the way up there is gravel road, so that's good. How is this back coming along? They got the gravel there. Just no one's working there yet. The population over here is a bit small. That is kind of hindering us. We'll probably make this one a bit higher concentration as well, like the one that we're building on the Ruble side. Or I suppose I could say the Soviet side. Like just 3 buildings, it has a lot higher capacity. I mean, probably won't be going much bigger than these in a lot of places. Just because I want to kind of keep the small town feel in a lot of these areas. Just need to have a little bit bigger than the tiny ones. To be able to have a somewhat meaningful amount of people in the region. Okay, so have we got on? No, we haven't got on the gravel there. We haven't actually started working on this. Okay, so let's... Oh, but they haven't... No, I think a lot of these we built ourselves. Never mind. Okay, so let's have a look at the construction office here. Okay, you do have quite a bit of footpaths over there. Do they have... Most of them do have gravel in there already. Never mind. So that's why you all are waiting here. How's the... Ooh, we've run out of crops again. At least we'll get the harvest in a few months. That's good. Oh, the House of Culture is underway. We may need to buy a bit more steel, though. Also, can we... No. None of them can actually reach in here. Alright then. I actually wonder, how far can we reach from the grocery store? Be able to reach from pretty far. It's in a fairly good location, to be fair. Right, so we still haven't completed this one. We got the resources in there. You know, I'm just going to use a little bit of cash to get that one going. We can then start working on this road here. Just going to get the gravel pretty much, well... There's 2 dumpers already, and once we get the dumpers, the excavator, unless it's already in somewhere, which it could be. Just thought it... Oh, they didn't even take this. Quickly assign that as well. There's another dumper heading this way, but yeah, that's a bit of a long road, but then we're going to start working on the university, which of course will take some time. But that is going to be probably the main university in this lake area for the time being, at least. We might actually set up some student housing here. I rarely use that, but I probably could use a little bit here. There we go, so that's 9 tons of boards already. Still gonna need a lot of bricks and steel, but more important than that is actually just getting the workers in there. You know what? Spend a little bit again to just get a connection in here. So now people can pour into work there. And there's gonna be less workers standing at the platform. I believe the crane should be heading here. Yes, it is heading here. You are unloading gravel for that one. Let's see, so if we can get the House of Culture completed, that's at least gonna take away yet another one of the needs of the town here, or take care of one of the needs once again. Yeah, there's the crane. Almost here. Workdays are going... Oh, now they're just dropping rather rapidly there. Dropping like flies, you could say. Oh, right, so we just need to get the resources in here. We are... Oh, yeah. Out of bricks now. Yeah, there's still... Oh, right, we do not have anyone working on that. And you brought in people to work on the footpath there. Actually, you didn't, but you tried to. I suppose that's what matters, to a certain degree. How's the meat situation here? It's running a bit low, so we are probably still buying meat every now and then. Problem is, we need to get a bit more people that can work at the chicken farm at the same time. I think it can still provide enough meat for the town here, just right now it's a bit problematic. Universities don't have a massive amount of people in there. I'm sure that the big one will have certainly a lot of people there in due time. Actually, once we get that one going, we might get rid of this university here, and we can maybe set up a few more houses here. As long as they're within reach of the bus platform here, everything should be okay. There's quite a few passengers waiting to go there. Where is the bus? There, it should... Oh, it's currently heading out. Okay. So the timing is not going to be working, I reckon. Stone steel. Actually, do we have any steel at the warehouse, I wonder? Nope. Okay, well, let's fix that. I think we need about 20,000... Well, actually, no. We're not going to spend quite that much money right now. Oh, no, we can afford spending 11 or 12,000 right now. Yeah, that's still going to have over 750,000. Oh, and new mixer type is available. Speaking of mixers, we do have one there. Right, so we are getting the steel there. We have gotten some of the bricks, and okay, so it's one after another shuffling around which one we are lacking. But hey, at least we are building it. Still need about 400 workdays though, so it will take a few moments, but that road is being constructed. That's good. I'm not entirely sure if this is long enough for the excavator. It should be. I don't know. The easiest way to see would be not on those. This one. Okay, so it cannot have a mechanism in there. Otherwise it would be showing the image over there. Okay, well that's good to know. Something that I haven't actually noticed before, but now that I did, it was a bit foolish that I hadn't. Okay, still need a lot of bricks. Are there any bricks on the... Also, I use... Nope, you're still running empty. Where are my bricks? There they are. And there. Okay, well that's good. At least it's improvement. How's the situation over here? May need to plant down more trees at least. Now luckily there's a lot of room to plant in trees here, so that's not really a problem. As long as we remember to do that periodically, we should be okay. And we got plenty of wood there. Don't have a lot of wood here. Also, something that I should probably do is not the turbine, distribution office. Load only if there's at least 10% wood there. We've got 6,000. I wonder how much could we get with 6,000. Well, we still have to buy the wall, shouldn't we? Or wouldn't we? Just trying to figure out, like, if we could get the concrete and asphalt portion done. We got the gravel there already from domestic stuff. Now, first of all, we can probably suspend that so no one's actually going to work there. Instead, they can work on these two. Means a bit more wood and bricks for us, which honestly is not a bad thing. I'm still missing some bricks down here in a lot of these places. We've done most of the footpath down here now, so that's good. On these here, not so much, but we're starting to work. Oh, we actually got the road all the way around now, so that's good. That's the fire station, fire station, fire station. We don't have one here. Now, technically, we do have one on the other town, but yeah, we might want to have one in this town as well. Where are fire station? There you are. Is there another one? No, both use a bit similar design. That's a bit bigger one. That's a bit bigger one. This is a fairly small one, and this is actually kind of the type that I need it in here. We actually place it fairly close. Let's just continue this one. I'll actually go a little bit closer there. Next to this one. Use some cash to actually build it. Have we got the resources in there, so I'm just gonna buy some workforce so we can now start technically getting stuff in here. Although in practice not really. Just we'll need to get the road there, and over here we can use an excavator, good. Oh, and we started bringing the stuff for the university, excellent. Well, it's actually a technical university. Right, but that means that we can start doing some of the researching. The tiny universities do not allow that, and that makes sense because there's basically no staff for that there. Oh, that was still an empty. Are you bringing... Nope. Yeah, but you are probably going to be taking quite a few people here. Quite a few students and passengers. And a worker. Bring in more bricks, and we do need more boards down here as well, but it's at least getting better and better. Less than 250, well, about 250 workdays right now, but that's going down relatively fast. So let's have a look at down here again. We still have the fuel pump. Oh, it's actually half full right now, so that means that the truck was over here recently. Down there, we haven't gotten the footpath completed here. Nor do we have a lot of people waiting there either. Got some workers down here at least, so that's good. Actually, a bit more workers there than I expected. Still doing some exporting of coal. Actually, how's the fuel price or oil price? Oh, it's gone up. Gone up quite significantly, actually. Okay, well that means that we'll be making more money. Okay, so we got at least one house here. Eventually we will need to start moving people in here, but right now, since there's no services whatsoever completed yet, I think we just need to wait. Although a lot of the services would require concrete and asphalt, which in and of itself is already a problem. How much would the grocery store cost? 5,000. I think I want to buy that. Right, where's the... Are you the one that is delivering the food? No, you're delivering crops, but not food. I don't know that I have a office somewhere that is delivering... Oh, or is it just a truck that is... Oh, right. There's a couple trees right at the parking lot there. That may make things a little bit harder. So... Are you to set on a route? Oh yeah, you are. Okay, and you presumably going to the... No, you're not going to the shop forever. Oh, building is on fire. Another house in the town here. Now it should be okay. There's only 4 workers there, and the road has been largely upgraded. Completely though, but largely. And do we have no? We have no vehicles waiting over there. Means that we're at least kind of efficient in our vehicle usage right now. And the groundworks is going okay. We're getting more gravel and asphalt and actually concrete probably as well. How's the... Oh! We got all the boards for the House of Culture now, so just need a bit more steel and bricks. And then we have it completed. That's going to provide a little bit more workplaces here. Plus, again, meet the demand for culture. Right, so I know that was actually in the other town. I was looking at where do we have the vehicles taking the food from here to there. I mean, we don't have that yet, but we could get one. Also, I'm just going to quickly make it so that we are buying the meat automatically for the time being. You know what, since there's not going to be that many people in here anyway, I'm just going to buy the food. Or not at the start anyway, we can do the logistics later. Actually, that reminds me, we could technically set up some farms down here as well, but I'm not entirely sure if we want to. We don't necessarily need a separate food factory in this town. Assuming that we can keep this supplied with workers and all that sort of stuff. Because that is probably carrying about 7 people. Well, 5, okay. Better than nothing. We are not constructing this yet. We need 41,000 to actually complete that. And some of them are at least working at the brickwork, so that's good. Got plenty of wood there waiting. Actually, there's a bit of wood at the forest as well. Also on this side. How's the 133 tons of wood? Got quite a bit of there. Are you taking... No, taking to the kilns there. Right, I mean that makes sense. Turning into more charcoal. Right then, getting another groundworks there done. That's gonna be rather swift with the excavator. How are we doing on the school here? We still haven't reached that. Okay. Oh, but the House of Culture is completed. We probably don't need 20 workers there. We can probably go for 10 for the time being. Even that is probably too much. Go for 5. I don't think we need a massive amount of capacity there. Right, how's the university? Almost done with the groundwork. Still needs some asphalt. The bus is here. It's actually bringing a passenger. Huzzah! So some people might want to visit there. Oh, I suppose that's alright. I mean, most people should be able to reach here. Not all of them though, but most. Although if we upgrade more of the footpath, then technically... speaking of which, do we have got some vehicles there available? I think that is... Those are the open halls, aren't they? Yeah, it's the excavator... Not the excavator. The dumpers are currently still bringing in stuff for this one. As well as some of the roads and such. Because we... Oh, right, yeah, we did start working on this one. That would probably take a decent bit of gravel. Yep, that's the first load. Is that... That is going to be the remaining asphalt by the looks of it. The excavator is slowly working there. I mean, first if we were to get some of these footpaths completed, they could get some population to help there, so I'm just quickly complete that. And now I'm just looking... Oh yeah, there's a lot of people approaching. There we go, that's going to speed up things a little bit. To be fair, it's going to take a lot of steel there, and I don't think we can afford buying that right now. So what we might do is, once we get the bricks and boards and the groundworks done, then we'll just suspend the construction until we have a little bit more money. Frankly, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? I'm going to get rid of that one real quick. Now that we have a little bit resources in there, but that's not really a problem. And connect to that one. Okay, still shuffling around a lot of students. I mean, that's fair. We don't have a school here even still. I mean, okay, that footpath... Oh, never mind. That microbus was empty. Right then. $205,000 so far, so not a lot in all fairness. Nope, that was empty as well. Okay, never mind them. Bus stop is empty there. Did we? No, we didn't increase the amount of workers at the food factory yet. I haven't gotten much. I mean, the problem on this side is that there's just not enough people to work on a lot of the things. I'm going to lower the amount of people working at the charcoal kilns at least. Heating plant, I could probably lower the workers by one, but I don't think that's necessary. So how's the Gulag Stoneworks here? It has a lot of quarry stone and a decent bit of gravel. Because we are still exporting some of the gravel. Not for a lot of money, but, you know, to keep that work going. And make sure that the quarry stone trucks are not going there for nothing. At least not all the time. Okay, so we're getting a decent... Well, I mean, that's still the same amount of oil there. How's the oil price, actually? That... Okay, it's still going up now. Well, that should mean a bit extra income. How much is the truckload? Yeah, 635. I think it used to be closer to 700 or maybe even 800 right at the beginning, but then dropped quite dramatically. It's now slowly going up again. But there's no one working there. There's no particle effect there either, so that probably should have been the way to notice that. Clicking on the building, but oh well. Here we still need... Oh, right, we need the steel. Oh, we could wait for the resources we've brought in here. Then we can suspend that until we get... Oh, we actually got some steel there. We're missing board down there then. I think we should be getting... Oh, well, there's one truckload going there already. That's another brick truckload. How many vehicles do we have here? We've got 10 out of 12. What are we actually missing? We don't have a covered hole. Not that we have a place to pick up the covered hole stuff either, so that's a bit of a moot point, I suppose. But I think pretty much... Oh, of course, then some of the specific road construction vehicles are also missing. And a bulldozer. Do we have 2 excavators? No, we don't. That might not be a terrible idea either. Getting a second one of those, and then maybe a covered hole at some point, but at the same time, we don't really need it right now. We'll buy the gravel down here, and we do have workers at the concrete and the asphalt plants. Let's have a quick look at the pollution down here. It's manageable. I mean, at the oil pumps there is a bit more noticeable, but other than that, like, it's not too bad in this region. But that's the only pollution monitoring station that we have. It does have a bit of a limited range. So where's the train? Is it heading here now? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that explains that. Right, so now we should be able to go through the resources rather quickly. Still getting some concrete, but the steel is going to run out very soon. While we could technically buy another, I don't know, 6 tons of steel or something like that, I don't know if you want to. Right now, I mean, surely the university would be handy. At the same time, we don't have that massive population here yet. There's a little bit extra. That would actually lower the amount of traffic between the towns a little bit again. Got the small clinic there, and doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic there right now. Both of the ambulances are even just sitting here. Potion is now almost 2,400. Not too... Oh, we actually got more steel. Okay, well that's good. Only a lot of bricks though. Among other things. Okay, so we started working on the road down this way, so we can get our own construction office here eventually. And that will help a lot, since we can just pick up the workers from here. I mean, technically we could pick up the workers from here for the other office as well. But it's just... there's possibility for some extra problems along the way, because it's a long way to pick up people, and if they need to start working on something on the other side. What I would like to see is you could have like 2 sources for, or 2 or more sources for resources, or each resource. I can't talk today, sorry. But yeah, like have more than one source so they can kind of decide, okay, well I'm heading that way, I'll just pick up from the one that is closest to the target. Because honestly, that would make life a lot easier. Or pick from the source that has the resource, be that workers or any of the building materials that they need. That's 3.6 tons, that's not enough to actually... Well, it's enough to keep it going for a little bit longer again. And then we're out of bricks again. Right then. We'll need over 900 work days total, so that's going to take a while. And I don't think we'll be getting any more steel there, so we'll need 24 tons of that as well. No, we actually do have a little bit, so it's going to be about 20 tons of steel, unless there's one truck already heading with steel there, then it's going to be even less, but no, I don't think... No, it's going to be 20 tons of steel still. Still playing football there, that's good. Okay, so we haven't actually... Oh, still missing a little bit boards down there. Missing a lot of the bricks down here. Okay, yeah. That's a bit of a delay. And that one is empty. Storage over here is empty as well. But I suppose if we could get this one completed... How much do we... Oh, we actually have a lot of wood there. Bringing a worker down this way, I reckon. Yep. Unfortunately, we can't produce particularly much bricks here, but we can get started at least. We haven't got on the open storage either. Now that will be mostly for brick storage. Actually haven't got on any prefab panel construction yet either. On the other hand, we haven't really needed prefab panels in a lot of buildings. Mostly used in the bigger buildings. Or like, well, yeah, bigger buildings. And some factories and such. And then of course some bridges and stuff, but I don't think we need bridges in here. I think in this map what we need more is just tunnels. Although over here, you can get probably across that hill there, then go around here. And then there's going to be another town here, or probably even a city on this region. And then we can connect to that. There is going to be railways going at least through there at some point. connecting the two areas, and then we can start exporting stuff with train even from here. I mean, on the other hand, I mean, yeah, we'll probably have to get up some sort of unload area for the trains over here, which I believe was something that I did plan on doing at some point. Right, so how's the... we got the excavator actually not doing anything right now. Okay. Oh, right, this reminds me. What would this cost? 23,000. Problem is that we don't actually have the population to work everything here. Probably don't need all that many workers over there. I'm just gonna start going through the things that I know that don't need as many people as they've got right now. Make sure that we have actually some people available for doing the rest of the works that need doing. Okay, so that's okay. Still exporting a decent bit of coal. Actually, we've got a lot of coal in, or wood over here to be turned into coal. 22 tons of wood there. We've got 170 tons of wood here, so it should be at least 200 tons by the time winter hits. Or once we need to start doing some heating again. Okay, is that going... no, that's actually going for the wood cutting post. Right then, we got a decent bit of wood, or yeah, wood in this forest already. We have started getting some of the harvests, but that will take some time still to be completed. Okay, so we got the roads completed here. We do have the grocery. We do not have power here. Right, that was something that I needed to figure out. Let's have a look at the power plant that we have. I mean, we only got the 3. We got the small turbine, which produces half of what the big one does. It's actually much cheaper in total production. Max power consumption. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, is it on everything? No, I don't think it is. Oh no, it is actually listed in everything. Max power consumption per day, okay. And then in the power plant you can see how much they produce per day. Okay, so one of these is enough for one of the factories, for example, on full speed. One thing that I could do is I could set up a few of these, then start setting them up into some sort of... well, we have a look. But it's on the... well, left-hand side from this point of view, but... see, if we were to place one there, and there, let's place down 4 of these to get started. Let's say we have those. Then if we go for the... oh, damn it. It doesn't actually open the... okay. That's a bit less handy than I thought. If we go for a transformer, we might be able to connect these... oh, actually, I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be working quite like this. Okay, well, we can easily connect this there. Get that down that way. We can actually start working on that already. And then if we go ahead and try to connect these don't actually need a massive amount of stuff. This can actually use just the smaller ones. Question is, can we... we probably need to use these to connect to the middle ones, because the otherwise they will not be able to connect to anything, most likely. Actually, we can go across here. If we do that, can we get across here? Oh yeah, we can. Problem is, can we actually connect? No, not quite there. There's a bit of a tiny distance there. You know what? I could potentially use the one further away to give me a bit more room then. There we go, so we can connect to that one. Okay, that's too sharp. We get through here, so the pole is down here. Oh, it's still too sharp. Yeah, it does kind of look sharp there. Right, can we... There we go, so that works. Then we can still pull power from these two to get a substation, say, over here somewhere. On kind of the southern half, for example. Although I'd actually rather place it there some... Okay, so where could we fit this in easily? Somewhere around here, for example, would be terrible. Although it would potentially have its own problems. So let's say we place you there. And we can probably use one of the bigger ones to connect down this way. We'll connect it... Oh, right, we do have a substation there, which actually does connect to... Oh! Hold on a minute. We do have power here. Oh, never mind then. But we're going to use this to spread out power a little bit as well. But it's not... It's a mess, I do admit that much, but it's not completely useless. Of course, it's also going to take 8 workers over here to keep it working on full speed. So we got those connections. You know what? We do not have the required materials to actually build these. I'll put them to be constructed anyway. And eventually this should be... You know what? A little bit of money. I'll build that one and let them get the gravel here at least first before we complete that. A bit more bricks there. But yeah, this village is going to take a while before it's completed because this entire side is just not as strong economy. At least they're getting their bricks now, so they can do a little bit of work there, but still need their sawmill. And that is going to be a challenge. Right, so how are we doing on this side? University still needs the steel and some bricks and boards. Got 766,000 rubles, so that's not too bad. I was going to say 766,000 tons of steel, but that's not quite accurate, is it? Right, let's actually... With the money that we have, we could buy 20 ton or 18, no, 24 tons of steel. Just about. The delivery cost is rather small here. That's not the problem. It's just, well, now we'll get the steel in there, I reckon. Have we started working on the school yet? Nope. There's still going to be some traveling between the place or places. Started working on that one, good. There's a decent bit of visitors here. Population doing now 2,400. I think we're gonna hit 2,500 before the stream is over. Actually, is there... Oh, new vehicle type available, okay. Just as I was clicking into the minimap, but the message popped up. Right, so do we have... We got 16 people living with their parents here, so it's gonna empty one of these, I guess. Down to, I don't know, there, for example. And then we can probably take some people from the NATO town here. Like 20. Probably going to be just fine. Then move a little bit down there, for example. Let's have a quick look. How quickly is this going to be filling up back again? Currently at 2, it's going to take a little while and... Well, actually... Oh, it is still filling up. Right, then at least we're kind of moving away the excess population so they can actually start living their own life. Nice, there's a fire station. They have not started working on that because they're not working on this for some reason. Could be that there's just so many things that they're trying to work on at the construction office, which is likely the reason. Nope, you still drop no one there. Not a lot of workers there either. Okay, we're getting the steel. We'll need some boards, but that's not as big of an issue. Okay, so that... Yeah, we got a lot of workers here. Okay, with a decent speed. Good. Although the steel is about to run out. Now, we do have more that will head down here soon enough. There actually... Well, there's one truck of steel. And what is the other truck bringing? Maybe refueling? No. Or did I just miss it on the road there for some reason? Okay, well that was the steel truck. I don't know what the other one, or where the other one is. Or do I only have... No, I should have two there. Could be transporting other stuff somewhere else. A little bit over there, but that's not a oh, right, yeah, we did complete the road down that way, and that one. These are not going to be a massive problem, we just need to get the excavator in here. Which is heading here already. But now we got $216,000, so we have actually managed to get a decent income coming along from oil, most likely. Yeah, the oil price has gone up again. A tiny bit, but it has gone up. Right, are you actually transporting... You're transporting 3 people over there. Do we have a lot of people working there? Don't know if we necessarily need to have even any workers at the wood cutting post right now. Not necessarily, but oh well. Right, so how is this mess coming along here? Not particularly well. Old school down there. Oh, right, yeah, we have gotten some of the footpaths down here at least. Although it looks like a lot of them remaining ones have not been assigned to anyone. Are you taking any workers? You are taking some workers to the house there. Still missing some bricks, but hey, it's going forward. Actually, one thing that I could do... Oh, we don't really have the money right now, but we could buy a crane down to this office. $7,000. You know what? It's probably worth it. We'll buy it already. Should be heading out immediately. Oh, new ambulance. Okay, we still haven't got onto the school there. That is a problem. I suppose what I could do is actually just... Oh, you know, we got the resources there. I'm just going to use a lot of the cash to build that. Now, this one should be a bit easier to make. Well, the excavator is busy over there. So, you know what? I'm just going to quickly use the cash to build up that one as well. Now, we are under the $750,000 right now. But, oh, wow, yeah, they're bringing a lot of people in here. Hey, at least the concrete mixers can start bringing stuff there. Still need stuff for this one, unfortunately, but I'm sure that they'll get that over at some point. Ooh, a lot of students going, well, mostly probably going to just get their basic education. Yeah, the basic education amount of population has started increasing. Let's actually have a look at this year. But the uneducated people has started going up. And the educated people has stayed fairly stable. Looks like the basic education has gone up a little. Well, both of them have gone up a tiny bit, but basic education has gone up a bit further. Well, I mean, it takes a while to educate all of them, so it's fine. Because with 6,000 we could complete the university. Do we want to spend that money? Or do we want to wait? I think we want to wait for the time being. Alright, so cargo station over here is... Oh, right, yeah, that was the cargo station, not bus stop. That makes more sense. And we got a decent... Yeah, Got some visitors there. We could even probably lower the amount of workers to 4. Because it doesn't look like there's that massive traffic there. Yeah, we got the bricks again. So we can keep on working. So let's have a look. Oh, alright, that's dollars, not rubles. So 5,000 rubles currently. 4,800. Okay. Still, I don't want to spend that money yet. Trying to accumulate money, but I don't think we're going to reach the 800,000 this year. We've been spending too much on building things. At the same time, once we get that town working the way it needs to work, then it's going to be fine. Oh, we do have another house here now. Good. Technically have up to 20 people living in here. Although I'd rather not move anyone down this way yet. Got the crane, do we get... Oh, we've got some people working there. We still need a little bit more resources to actually complete that though. I'm sure that we'll get that in due time. Speaking of resources, how's the... Got a little bit bricks there. Just we don't have a lot of workers in this region yet. We don't have anyone living in this area, which is kind of the problem. Oh, 236 tons of wood down here. That's pretty good. Quite a bit over there as well. That truck is on the move, as per usual. Actually, where's the fuel truck? Let's have a look. How valuable is it? Oh, 669. Not bad. So it has certainly gained value again. That's good. Oh, we got $220,000 now. Okay, so if we were to build this, build 41,000, a bit more than what I would like to spend. But building this would allow us to get some boards in here, which would certainly make building at least some of the houses easier. At that point, we'd be producing all the resources required to make them. The smaller houses, that is. You know what? It's an investment. We can then just lower down the max amount of workers down to, I don't know, like 2, maybe. We'll go with 3. And that way, we can at least get the resources. Over here, we can probably now set you as a source for boards. Right, and you... Oh, yeah, you got some people in there. You are making a lot of boards, actually. Good. So there should be an open haul truck heading that way, right? And not right now, as the dumpers are over here, so the open hauls are probably a bit busy. Actually, if the dumpers are not busy here, then how about... Also, the excavator seems to not be busy. We have completed that one, finally. I think... we are going to have to start upgrading more roads here. Didn't take too long. I'm just going to quickly assign it already so the dumper is going to get to work immediately. You know, keep upgrading a bit more of the road here. As we do have the fire station here, it doesn't need a lot of workers right now, and there hasn't really been a lot of fires in this region, luckily. I think there's been like 1 or 2 so far. Oh, and the harvester is heading to refuel. Alright then. Well, speaking of which, the fuel usage is still probably bloody massive in here. On the other hand, if we can upgrade the roads, that is going to make life a lot easier. Also, the fuel usage per kilometer is going to go down. We started working on this, yes, in theory. In practice, not so much. I'm actually going to suspend the construction of that because I know that we can't get a lot of these, so we can kind of lessen the clutter in the construction office. It's going to be easier to keep track of what actually needs to be done. It might allow it to pick up the things that need to be constructed a little bit faster. There's the wires, which won't be done anytime soon, I'm afraid. We've got a lot of money there, I believe. Oh yeah, it was the oil truck there. And then we also unloaded some coal there. Which we are still producing a decent bit. I mean, it's mostly going for export right now. Eventually we'll be able to get some coal mines up in these hills. There's also iron mines right there, so... this place is going to have some steel refineries. Not necessarily the full-size steel refinery, but a small one. And then once we have all of that working, we can then start not only building things that require steel, but also exporting steel, which is usually rather good money. It would currently be $800 per ton. Let's actually have a quick look at the... I suppose we can... We will look at the modded one, in fact. The steel refinery should be on the page 2. Or steel mill. Oh, right. It would require a lot of coal and iron there. I mean, I knew that much, but... I'm just thinking, would it be worth it to just import the coal and the iron and refine that? But it's gonna get very close in the total price. It might make a profit just barely, but once you start exporting a lot, then the price is gonna drop, and while you're importing a lot, the price will go up, so... Probably wouldn't be profitable in the long run, but in the short run it could be. Well, at least for the fact that you can have steel, you don't need to import. First things first, we need more boards down there, and we are producing them. Let's actually have a look. How much have we got? Oh, we got a decent bit there. 18 tons. Don't even have any wood right now. Got one truck going around trying to fill up the storage there. Oh, you're actually heading out now with some boards. Good. Where are you going? You're going for one of the... Yeah, one of the houses in the new town. That one. Okay, good. Oh, there we go. That's been completed. So now we have room for 30 workers here. Still not a lot. It's better than nothing. But I think if we plan ahead here, we can place quite a bit of these houses right next to each other. We didn't really plan enough ahead in here. Like, there's still quite a lot of them, but it just spread out a bit too much for effective placement. But it's alright. Oh, we have gone past 2,500 population now. Good. Now let's have a look. How's the situation in here? We have got on the university. We probably don't need quite 40 people there. I think 20 workers there is going to be just fine. I'm going to let them start educating people for the time being, and there's still plenty of passengers and students going back and forth. At least we got on over the 750,000 rubles again. Barely, but we have. And we are still well below $200,000 again due to the sawmill. Right, so yeah, the bus platform is only 128 meters away. That's not too bad. Easily reachable. Is this actually... Yes, it is connected to the heating. Speaking of heating, we may have some problems there. Increase the max workers there to 6, just so that we can keep everyone in there. Or enough people in there. I'm going to increase the amount of workers there to 6 as well. Clinic, it seems to be doing fine. The ambulances are still on standby, or currently on standby. So we have started working on the school. That's good. Then there are a lot of resources in there to get even the ground works done. Oh, you started ground works over there. Good. A few roads over here that will need to be completed, but that's alright. Now, I was planning on having a certain industrial area over here, mostly some smaller fabric factory and clothes factory, so that we can provide them the clothing for this town as well as the town over here. Now, to be fair, it might be just barely enough with the smaller factories, but I do kind of like the idea of having specialized sounds that will provide to the surrounding areas, but not much beyond that. Okay, not a massive amount of students here. But we can't really have too many students here either because of the lack of educated staff. Well, there's actually someone that just graduated. And there's actually quite a few that are fairly close to graduating. So the amount of students that can be in auditorium is now increasing quite rapidly. Well, that's good. We're bringing in more asphalt down there, good. Still need gravel, well that's most of the gravel. Still need a bit more though, and then a bit more concrete. I think that was the gravel going in, and where is the concrete? Even, oh, there it is. Could be heading in here. Do we have... Oh. Can't actually see the amount of people right now. Shame. Actually have a look at this year total in... Okay, the population has gone up quite decently. Last year, it stayed fairly stable. It did actually go down, oh, not down, up a tiny bit, but yeah, there was a lack of housing, that was kind of the problem. Right, so we're still getting the harvest down here. Ooh, 65,000 crops there, okay. Oh, right, you're picking up stuff from there. What I could let you do... Is there room over there? Not really. I could unload crops 90%, unload food, and then you can probably load up from all of these at the same time. Just leave them at 0%. It's gonna speed up the process a tiny bit again, hopefully. I mean, since this does have its own storage there, we might as well start utilizing it a little bit more. Well, I mean, this is still taking the stuff from the small barn over there, and it's only to empty the farms a little bit faster. And that is taking more oil to export. Not massive value, to be fair, but it is certainly better than nothing. Right, so what do we got here? We've got 2 open holes and the crane that are not doing anything. Are there any... Oh, the crane should be heading here soon, as soon as we get the groundworks done. Which, to be fair, is still going to take a while. Where's the excavator? Is it heading this way? No, not right now. I don't see it here either. That... Oh! Right, the fire station's underway. Good, we do need that here. It looks like this town is coming along quite nicely. Oh, there's the... Oh, right, it's taking to the fire station. Right. We've got all the resources in there, just waiting for the excavator. Where is the excavator? Right down here. Going for one of the... Oh, he's going for that road, isn't he? Looks like it. And you are running an empty bus over there. Lovely. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of cash to complete that, because we've been working on that particular road for a while now. No one's actually gotten that in there yet. How's this? Ooh, we still need a bit more to do the groundworks for the construction office. Hello, Bumba. Well, I'm not technically recording for YouTube this. I mean, it's... Yeah, I'm uploading to YouTube, so I'm just... The episode number is just there to keep track on how many streams I've done for one, but yeah, I'm... first things first, this is just streaming. Indeed, good day to you too. Or morning, or whatever it is, your local time. How's it going? Right, so at least this town is coming along quite nicely. There's a lot of students waiting there because we still don't have the school up here. We had the university before the school, but we have a bus going back and forth, so it's alright. Let's have a look. Have we got any of the houses completed here? We are slowly accumulating dollars again. Right, so we got those 3. Waiting for more bricks here. I dare say we have some bricks approaching. Yes, we do actually have the bricks approaching. Way too much this weekend. Why not get a 6 just quarantining yourself with this game? Fair enough. It's just flu or COVID or something non-flu related. Okay, so the oil price is somewhat stable right now. Ooh, okay, yeah. Well, let's hope all goes well. Right, so it's a bit hard to see here, but we have 4 small wind turbines here. And a heck of a lot of power lines going through here connecting to the transformer. But yeah, I'm not going to start working on that anytime soon. I mean, we don't even have the transformer completed yet. We won't be completing it anytime soon. But just, we'll have a little bit of power production in here in the future. Right, so you are actually running empty there. Lovely. At least we're getting some wood here, or boards over here that have been locally produced. Still need a bit more bricks here. How much do we have boards down here right now? We've got quite a bit actually. Quite a bit of bricks as well. I mean, could use a bit more bricks. Could actually use another vehicle in here, quite frankly. How's the situation over here? We've got quite a bit there, so how about we move one of you there? I mean, it might cause some troubles over here, but at the same time, we probably don't need to use this one to unload to the... Actually, no, you don't have anything to unload over there. Where's the... Who did I saw on that I had something bringing stuff here? Yeah, it's a big farm. Right, yeah, we don't need actually the brickworks on this one anymore. Move that connection, we can just use the wood from here. Although, the amount of workers that get here is something that's a bit low. Because we only got one microbus bringing workers from this town. That's the workers every now and then, just not a lot of them. Right, so we got the dumpers over there not doing anything. Did we did upgrade that road, didn't we? Indeed we did, and you are going to pick up more coal. Alright then. Ooh, fire. Really? Oh, the distribution office right behind the fire station is... Okay, at that point I didn't think that they just opened the valves within the building. Unfortunately, that's not something that can be done in this game yet. It would be cool though. Right, well, I mean, the problem over here is just we can't get the workers in there in time. Well, I mean, rather, we can't pick up the workers in time. It's usually either going over this way, or then they get fed up waiting there. But such is life in small towns. Always a bit of a shortage of workers. Right, so the university is working fine. Have we started... Oh, yeah, we have started working on the school here, although I'm not entirely sure how much steel we have. 100 million rupees with 28,000 citizens last night. 1982, not bad. Paying neighboring Soviets to electrify the entire map. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that does take away a lot of the trouble on trying to produce enough power to connect it to the Soviets. We actually have this one connected to the Soviets right now. Not just spend money on but blueprints, yeah. In the previous run that I have at in the archipelago map, the final episode where or the final stream where I called the nation is just, I had like 140 million rubles. I spent 40 million on building a nuclear power plant from scratch. And at that point I still had 100 million. I was like, okay, what do I do now? I think we're done. But yeah. On the other hand, I was getting a bit sluggish with the amount of population that we had. And the ship pathfinding. So far our population is magnificent 2600. Also, we don't have a lot of money either, but it's a tiny nation. You're delivering some food here, that's good. Actually saving us a decent bit of money, I reckon. So we actually got most of the footpaths in here. There's a little bit down here that we'll probably have to complete at some point. But they haven't actually started working on this. Is there... Right, there's nothing quite close enough to actually work in here. That's the problem. Although that could be fixed. To fabric, clothing, cow, alcohol, and meat, of course, and that's it. Plastic chemicals, farms done this weekend. 50 pages of vehicles, that's about a few. I wonder, how many vehicles do we have? All map. We got 3 pages. Not too bad, yeah. But yeah, that is quite impressive. 1982. I usually start my things rather slow, so it takes a long while for me to pick up the speed. Like in the previous map, I had to balance between multiple loans for like at least 15 to 20, well, not maybe 20 years, but at least 15 years at the start. I was just trying to pay off the loans one by one. On the other hand, I do start also on the no population and lowest amount of money, so... Oh yeah, nuclear does earn a lot. That is true. And yeah, oil is usually very good at start money. That's what we'd be using here to keep our economy afloat. With basically oil-based economy for the most part. Just don't tell the United States that, otherwise they might come knocking. But yeah, in a lot of cases my economy starts fairly focused on agriculture, like food and alcohol and meat and stuff like that is usually what I start selling. Although in this one we started with the oil because we started on right next to a fairly sizable, well, I wouldn't say fairly sizable, a decent oil field over here. Covering both of those. Actually a little bit extra around them, but not good enough to put in another pump, unfortunately. Oh, we've got quite a bit of adults living with their parents again. How many of them are living here? Well, if only we could see that. Being hard with just with fires disabled, zero population for 2 years until I could get trading oil to refining. Ah, fair enough. Ah, that's not too bad. I mean, I do have the fires enabled, but I keep it on the middle setting just so that it's not constant fires. I mean, even with the middle setting, it sometimes gets a bit frustrating. Mildly frustrating, a bit, though, because it's usually fairly easy to get the fires into control, unless you're building in a faraway area where your trucks cannot reach. In which case you are in big trouble. Right, so we're still waiting. Oh, right, we don't probably have a steel right now. Oh yeah, I mean, you still need the roads for logistics and all that sort of stuff usually, unless you just want to buy everything, which tends to get a bit expensive with the delivery cost. But yeah, you'll probably still need the roads anyway. Okay, so all the vehicles from there, can we see now? Oh, okay, so we've got 50 adults with their parents. How about we take... Actually, let's have a look. Where exactly are they? There's a few around there. Quite a bit around here. Okay, so I'm just going to take that one. Yeah, the conveyors are certainly hard to do with the roads. I mean, or they are a little bit painful, yes. Let's put it that way. Okay, so right, I was going to buy some steel, wasn't I? Because I do not have any steel here. Nope, I do not. Okay, let's buy 8 tons of, no, 16 tons of steel. That should be enough to at least get this one completed. Maybe even start on this one. Oh, we can probably build that one as well. Don't have all the steel over. Actually, we got enough steel to. Right. So did you bring? Yep. That microbus is not having a great time. What about the other one? Nope. That's also empty. Frankly, I should just start bringing, or taking the people from here instead. We're not building a lot on this side. You know what? I'll just do that. It's gonna make my life a little bit easier. Well, at least it's gonna be a bit more effective, since there's at least gonna be some people in here usually. That can work. Right, there's not a lot of students at the university until we get this school completed. Right, so you are... Oh, fire station. Right, that's actually something that we were just talking about. Okay, the clinic is okay there. One treated patient there so far, but they're not constantly going out, so that's okay. And in terms of dollars, we're about to reach 200,000 again. Looks like it's still mostly the oil that is providing us money. Every now and then we're selling a little bit gravel, which is okay. It's more than $100 per truckload, but it's still barely worth the fuel to actually do all of that. Did we? Right, so we did upgrade that one. We didn't start working on any other roads down here. We do have one dumper down there. I'm going to build the footpath down there. Shouldn't take too much time. Assuming that just we can actually get the workers in there, which may be the biggest problem. Oh! Oh! No. That's 7 workers going to one of the houses here. Excellent, so we have actually gotten one of them. And it is this one that we are constructing. But we'll probably get this one completed very soon. Slowly trying to get the population capacity up here, although that's just very few houses in here, so it's not going to be particularly big at any point. Okay, well that's now 5 of the houses completed, so that's 50 workers that we can fit in there. Yeah, this year hasn't been particularly good in terms of money. Actually lost a little bit on both currencies, but at the same time, we have been building a lot of things, so that would account for the majority of that. Okay, that reminds me, it's already November. Did we... No, we didn't get quite rid of all of the crops here, but most of them, so it's not too bad. Still room for improvement, but I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Still haven't done a lot of the... Oh, we haven't even started that one. But the school... Oh, it's going to need more steel, actually. At the end, but, well, close to the end. Oh, they don't have any bricks there. Okay, that's why they're not working. Do we have any bricks approaching? No, we got steel approaching, but that's not what we need right now. We need to move these bricks. Well, luckily we do have a decent bit of maintenance vehicles here, so we should be able to keep the roads mostly clear. Got these three. Got most of the gravel that they needed, but not all by the looks of it. Oh, that's something that we don't have. We need to get the paver probably to work on those factory connections. Oh right, yeah, now that you're picking up the people... Oh, still running empty. Never mind then. That's a bit less than ideal. Well, oh right, going for one of the roads there, good. I suppose. And this is going for the fire station, which is actually very good. Although we don't have enough steel to actually complete that one. I need a lot more steel here. How much would it... in terms of rubles, 12,000 rubles to complete the school. I'm gonna do that, actually. Just so that we can get the school working. There's a lot of people heading down that way immediately. Some teachers, there's gonna be some staff member, there we go. Actually fit in quite a bit of people in there. But we can now get the basic education in here without having to go to the neighboring town for that. Alright then, well that's an improvement. Should soon be hitting the $200,000 again. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, right, because that road had been cleared, then the other one had not been at the time. Okay. Right, so that... Ooh, that's actually over $700 now, but... Oh yeah, the oil price has gone up to $60 per ton again. That's pretty nifty, actually. A lot of that road is clear right now. You do have 7 workers going out there. We got... over the amount of workers there, they're down to 2 right now. We need more at the brickwork. Oh, actually, brickworks isn't doing too bad either. A lot of wood in the forest, so actually all of that is doing just fine right now. Have we gotten the... We haven't gotten all the resources in here. I have to think about that. I could potentially start building a bit more houses in here. Also need to decide on where exactly to place them. Would certainly be possible. We haven't gotten the fire oh right, yeah, we stopped working on this because, well, we don't have the concrete production here yet. Nor do we have anyone living here yet either, so I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Alright, that's just clearing out the road there, and that was taking... Hold on. Oh. Actually, no. Well, it might have been coal, or it might be something else. What do we... Well, we don't have a massive amount out there, but we are producing more. And how's the food production? Okay-ish. A few workers over there. Seven adults living with their parents. I reckon most of them live actually here in this town because we haven't been expanding the housing too much here. We did add in 2 houses over there and 1 over there, I think. And then 1 over there earlier today, but yeah, it's not a massive increase in capacity. I didn't place down these particularly effectively. Here, on the other hand, it's a bit more effective placing. Right next to each other there. Actually, let's start placing down a bit more down this way. Probably using this one because it's the highest capacity with the resource that we can produce domestically in here. Over there. Place one over here. Yeah, kind of. We'll be able to snake through there most likely. Okay, this is a bit Hard to see over there. One over there. We'll get some over here. Actually, oh right, yeah, we need to do it in this order, don't we? Place them right next to each other. So that is going to be another 80 people, that, or 80 workers that can live in here. Now then, let's get through here. Oh right, and you need to be... Oh, I suppose you can connect to that one there. Connecting these. There we go, that should be alright. Start working on that. I'm not entirely sure when we'll actually get around to build those as well, but once we have this capacity here, I'd like to get some of the services in here so we can start moving in people. For that, I think the kindergarten is one of the things that we definitely need. School would be handy. And then the... Well, that's school, and fire station is definitely a must. Right, yeah, there's more houses over here that we will start working soon. That's... Oh, it's actually providing travel down here. Oh no, it's travel for the footpath there. Alright, never mind then. I was wondering, wouldn't you use the road instead of going all the way around? But nope. That does make more sense. How much do we... That is empty, so I'm guessing this is... No, there's still a lot of the crops there being used to make more food. Did we complete the... Oh yeah, we need to upgrade that bit there. Slowly increasing the... Actually... We did just start producing a lot of food pass, so maybe not do that right now, but once we have the dumpers available again, we'll probably upgrade this long bit over here, just so that more people can reach the food factory to work in there, at least on this side, although most of the people from that side can already do that. But not all from here, so I suppose, yeah, I would make it a little bit faster. Oh, we just got the gravel for that one. Now, unfortunately, it's going to take a long while to actually get the workers in there, I reckon, because... Well, there's a few people waiting there. Now, which side is going to be the first one to get there? Oh, it might actually be... Oh, yeah. Taking 5 people to the footpath. Excellent. Well, it's one of the footpaths anyway. Right, so still not making a profit this year. I mean, to be expected, really. I think next year, once we got on the most of the things working at the town over here, at least, we might expect to get a bit of a profit. Let's actually have a look at something this year. The education again. Okay, the both of the education have started to climb up a little bit more now near the end of the year. That's good. Now I'm starting to have a problem with the government loyalty dropping. I need to get some radio stations going. Oh wow, there is a lot of students in here. Including some adults, but yeah, that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure if the government loyalty does anything. I think it might mean that they are more likely to leave the country if their needs are not met. But I could be mistaken. Right, so it's 21st of December. We will be ending at the 1st of January again. Going with the usual 18 month. sessions. We'll bind the gravel over there. At some point... Oh, right, yeah. On this side, we need to get the gravel from here, most likely. Still not quite that far yet. The escape is other than the time killed 4,000 people. Clicking unload or load on distribution office. Fair enough. So I'm guessing that was going to unload food or something like that, or... Because I've had that happen. Great famine of... Winter of 1978, yep. Sounds familiar. Party officials holding all the food. Sounds about right. Yeah, no, I had quite a few purges committed by General Winter in my previous playthrough. On this one, not so much yet. I'm sure that we'll have those eventually, but yeah, General Winter was not happy, man. Time of great excess, the citizens of Dewey Grant suffered. Yep. That happens every now and then. I do like the game, or kind of that aspect in the game, that you might accidentally do disasters on yourself. And it's not really the game doing that, it's just yourself not noticing something to do correctly. I mean, I've had that happen so many times. Usually it's not a massive disaster, but every now and then it is. Let's see, so we still need... Oh, we need a lot of bricks here. Clerica Ella equal Warcraft, yep. That is very accurate. 2600 population, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got it at about 2000, so actually 1900 and something today, so it's not particularly terrible increase there. And since we still have a lot of room over here, so if we run out of room for the population here, which might well be the case. I mean, I know that there's... Actually, let's have a quick look. I'm going to quickly pause because I know that we are about at the end of the stream. Not quite there yet, but I don't want to slip too past, or too much past the... Ooh, okay, we got a little bit extras over here. Why don't we just empty this one into one of the houses down here, because we got... Oh. Okay. But these are actually mostly full, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, the population has been growing. Means that we just need to get more housing here. Let's see, that has not got anything because it's not being worked on. Oh, right, it's always hilarious to see the trucks just use the footpaths whenever they can during winter. Okay, well, at least we got some of the bricks there. Although it's running out very quickly. On the other hand, it does have a crane and maybe the workers there. Hey, we did actually end at 200,000 and 750,000 again. So, just where we started. Anyway, I will be ending the stream here. I will be back on Wednesday with more of this. And Thursday with more Dwarf Fortress. And Sunday we'll continue the Heart of Iron 3 playthrough. So, thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.